You are now listening to a Doc Martin production.
Get those nerds! Frackin' nerds!
They say the meek will inherit the earth. We say the nerds are already in control. Welcome to the Frackin' Nerds, episode number 274. I'm your host, Doc Martin, and I got a couple of them on today, so we decided to go ahead and do a show. First, we'll start off all the way over in the southern side of Indiana. If he wants to unmute his mic, that would definitely help so people can hear him. It's our own Chris Class.
Hello.
Behind the beige wall again.
I tried mixing it up today, Doc.
I know, and then we're just like, no, it's hollow where you're at. He was in a room with like nothing in it, so it was just like echo.
That's basically where I live now, like in a fucking house with one room is occupied. That's it.
It's occupied. Like what you? I thought it has multiple rooms in it.
I mean, this is the only room that it's like I occupy anything. Everything else is just what's it called? What do they call that thing down in? This room is the equivalent of that little 6-block town in Seattle.
Oh, Chaz?
Chaz, or whatever that shit is. That's what this is. Like, I just hold it down here.
Is that like
everything else?
Just that room?
Fuck it.
Like, what's the rest of the rooms?
Well, this actually, I moved rooms, so like this is like that's where I usually go.
Yeah, that's where I usually set up.
Yeah, TV
he
and all
didn't
that.
move rooms.
But then at the same time, there's my bed.
There's that bed.
So there's my bed. So that's what I'm saying. And then that right there, though, is the front door. And that over there is the kitchen. Like,
there's a cat.
I don't.
When did you get a cat?
I've had my cat. That's maybe. That's my cat, maybe.
I just realized something. Chris, you know what your apartment is? It's the same apartment as Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh, it is.
I just realized that.
Do you have a gay roommate,
this is
too?
all my shit.
You got the bed next to the living room, next to the kitchen.
Damn, I do. Wow, that's far out. That just blew my fucking mind. Oh my god. All right.
Well, and the guy laughing, as you can see or hear, is our own from the East Coast. He's dropping pins and dropping T-shirts as Twitter keeps blowing up on his wrestlers. It's our own Joshua Carabello.
Yeah, that's probably by the end of this shit, I'll probably be down to like one wrestler's T-shirt, maybe two. Who knows?
Talking about it, and if people listening don't understand, there's a lot of Me Too's going on in regards to the wrestling world. A lot of accusations, and I know a number of different wrestling companies are putting out the thing that we don't believe in harassment and stuff like that, which in the wrestling industry is constant harassment. If JBL or Undertaker's ever been in an arena, there was harassment going on.
Ooh, strong accusations.
Oh my God, strong accusation means like I worked in the business and I saw this, so
I don't know. You're a guy who worked in OVW, but you couldn't fucking say if Jim Cornette was doing some shady shit for sure.
No, I told you. Well, I knew people that were. I
lived the life.
Lived
the lifestyle.
I was never offered anything with the Jim Cornette world and to imbibe in, and I would have turned down.
I don't think anybody wants to take that offer. But yeah, it was weird because didn't I text you guys in the group chat? I was like, oh man, like it started off with the comedian, then it went to comic books with Warren Ellis.
Oh yeah.
Then it went to, I believe, a wrestler, but then it was somebody else, and I was like, Jesus Christ! Like all facets of entertainment got Me Too'd in the span of one day.
they all got hit. Now Ron Jeremy, so we got porn too.
Well, that was the thing I was trying
What's
to
that situation? That's the situation, like, out of all these that I've heard about, that's the one that I'm like, I haven't heard about it, but it's like...
I guess he felt like he had free willing because of the industry, which if you're still working in the business, you should have respect for the people you're working with. And he was banned from a number of, from what I've heard, of the filming locations, but some of the rumors would he would just put a digit in randomly to a chick, like, hey.
Yeah. No,
like during a scene, or like while they were just like hanging out, like, hey, how you doing, Doc?
You know how they have conventions and shit like that?
Yeah.
So like a girl be like, oh, like let's take a picture, and he'll literally like put his arm around them and put a finger up their butt or something, and they're like, whoa, and it's like every time a Me Too movement happened, they'd be like, why isn't Ron Jeremy like not fucking in trouble? He's just like, You know, they came after Uncle Joey, and Uncle Joey was like, "Fuck you, cocksuckers." So, you know,
they're all going down.
yeah, you see this classic Coco Diaz?
Yeah, man, but like with Coco Diaz, like that dude, like he gets a bye. Like I mean he's always kept it real and he's always talked about it. And I mean he deals with everything in laughter, so it's like that's kind of I don't know. I mean
he went like a Instagram video and he was like he said the best thing. He goes, "Nobody snitched on me because I snitched on myself." And I was
right.
Like,
right. I sniffed on myself, cocksuckers.
Is this a wrestler or a comedian?
He's a comedian.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's probably like one of the biggest podcasters in the world behind Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
or
it's like one of
Mark
his best
Maron?
friends.
Who?
Mark Maron?
No, Joey Coco Diaz.
No, I know, but Mark Maron is also, I was saying, a large podcasting comedian.
They're
Is
like
he
back row hecklers.
Yeah, back row hecklers and fracking nerds are also your go-to, you know.
A comedy and well, luckily non-Me Too events, so we're good. I would say, right? I don't know anything.
Last time I was over at Doc's house, I felt some footsie. It was either that, he probably blamed it on that fucking cat, but I think it was Doc.
Well, guys, on today's show, HBO Max is doing DC Comics. Gone with the Wind has been removed from HBO Max and then apparently is blown up on Amazon. And Killer Camp from the CW. Let's start it off in the place that our own Kennedy hates. And it's sports ball with the NBA about to be starting soon in the state that pretty much allowing anybody with COVID-19 to run rampant. That is Florida at the Walt Disney World in Orlando. They apparently have made these little rings that will indicate body temperature and I don't know what else, but it would help them try to figure out if people have COVID.
In Florida, when you think of body temperature, I mean, you're outside, madam.
Nah, not really, bro. Because like when I'm walking to work in this fucking hot weather, I'm thinking, oh, my body temperature's got to go up, and I'm wearing like a jacket, sweatpants. 97.2. You can come in.
Yeah, I mean that is true because I guess your body starts sweating, and that's his way of like cooling itself down. But I mean, it's a good idea. Just fucking people wear a mask for a little while, and we don't have to worry about.
They're not doing that.
I know,
they feel
and that's the problem. Everyone is like, Florida is just a fucking cesspool, and then everyone's like, well, it's nice. We get a release, and so everyone's flying into Florida. Then everyone's flying out of Florida back to their places. Boom, and we're getting hit with this shit again, man.
Yeah,
like New York, Governor Cuomo was like, if you come from Florida, you have to get quarantined for 14 days.
Nice, dude. That's brilliant.
But going back to what Doc said, I was like, I found that funny with this ring because this is such advanced technology. Number one, I don't think it's going to work. And number two, if you look at it, it looks like a wedding ring. And I don't think NBA players like wearing their wedding rings when they're not around their wives. So
well, couldn't you just, if you're an NBA player like Sean Kemp or something, you just say it's just to monitor if I have COVID-19 or something?
I don't know. Because really, Doc, if you remember, they were already bitching and moaning about it. Like they were like, we don't want to be. The best one was Carmelo Anthony saying, I don't want to be holed up somewhere just to play basketball and not go out. And I'm like, but there's a fucking pandemic going around, dude.
So that means that they're sitting at home right now, going out and or having people over at their large houses and everything.
I mean, look at it. You got today they announced 2 players from the Suns and the star center for the Nuggets are positive. So it's like, dude, you already have a potential playoff team, I believe, in the Suns, and you automatically have a playoff team with the Nuggets, and he's positive. He's a star player. At what point do you go, you know what, maybe we should just take the L, which they should have done. But, you know, money's money, right?
Well, yeah, and then, what happens if you have a LeBron James that tests as positive? Now, so if I am going against the Lakers and LeBron, I'm bringing in my buddy with COVID to come hang out with me so that he gets it, and then he's out for 2 weeks. He can't compete.
But who's to say, like, now, the guy who, let's be honest, has a lot of pull in the fucking NBA, what if he tests positive, he keeps it on the low, and you find out he's playing in the fucking second round of the playoffs with COVID?
Well,
You
yeah,
understand
because
it?
I mean, let's say that a team is playing them, and all of a sudden the other players all get contracting it, and they can
You really
usually
think-
test it back, right?
Yeah, the guy who says, "Oh, I wanna make change in the world, but I can still do it while I play basketball," is like, fuck that guy. He's like, "Oh, I don't want to play." What did he say? I think he said, "Oh, we don't want to play without fans." Like
Oh, my
that,
God.
that's weird. But then all of a sudden, when everything started to happen and it was going to be easy for him to win, oh yeah, fuck that. We can play without fans. No, we can still play that. Like,
I mean, why does it matter if they're fans or not? I mean, because you really don't have home court advantage if you're in Orlando.
but did you hear about this though?
What?
If the teams that had the winningest record, they instituted that they would stay at the better hotels. They would get maybe an extra coaches challenge just so they could facilitate having the home court advantage.
That's not
And I was
fair.
like, that makes no fucking
No.
sense.
Like,
I was like, I wonder who put that one into the mix.
LeBron James.
Probably.
LeBron James.
So
Well,
it's just one of those things that you're just like, scrap the season. I mean, Doc, scrap the season.
I mean, the fact that they're talking about playing into what, October, like now or something like that.
No, because the season would start July 31st. There's only 8 regular season games they would play, and then the playoffs would go into effect.
But what's the
So
point
they
of
would-
playing it when, in essence, the new season would be starting up in a few months anyway?
Yeah, but I think at this point they're feeling the pressure. They want to make money. LeBron is probably like, no, we could play because I think this is his easiest chance to win a championship if they do play. But given the fact that they're in Florida and with all these numbers going up, the cases going up, at what point do you say, you know what, we can't do this? Like right now, you already have one star player, the kid from the Nuggets. He's the star player of the Nuggets. He has. What's going to happen now? Like, so they have to scrap it, man.
That's what I think. I mean, yeah, especially if you're going to get a major player sick, then it would definitely affect it. Well, continuing on with the COVID-19 news brief, apparently Christopher Nolan and WB butted heads over when they should release Tenet. He wanted it to be sometime around, well, actually, we would have missed it already. July 17th. It's moved to July 31st. And even WB is still apprehensive on that because it's a big movie that you probably, you're already going to limit the amount of showings and people that are going to be there, adding to the fact that probably a third of those people that would have gone to see it are not going to see it. I know Nolan movies are big, but people would take a risk to go see it.
Not me.
Are you going to go see it? Are you planning to go see it?
I'll see it from the comfort of my own fucking home on Perplex.
Well, that's
But,
well. Then no copies is going to be put up of a clear copy. You have to get a cam version, boy, and that'd be very easy to see somebody recording a cam version in a
not really, because I
empty
think
theater.
push comes to shove. If this goes, longer than expected, or we get a second wave, they're just gonna have to take the L.
No, I don't understand why they don't just why they feel like they need to release this. You could move all this stuff to next year when everything seems to be a little calmer and a little safer. I understand it's the money, but are you willing to risk a movie that you could easily make, $200 million off of, but may only make, $1 million or $100 million off of because of the lack of amount of people going to see it? And then again, what if the movie sucks?
What was the last Christopher Nolan movie that sucked?
Interstellar?
I liked it.
Oh, okay. Well, then it didn't suck then. Joshua liked it. That's the telling sign of any good movie. Joshua liked it. Class, did you see Interstellar?
No, man. I when it comes to a lot of movies, man, I can't really contribute to shit.
Well, you've seen
I don't-
you've seen the Batman movies.
Talk about Scott Pilgrim.
Like you've seen the Batman.
Yeah, I have seen the Batman movies, and I enjoyed them.
You've seen Memento, right?
Yeah. Was that a Nolan movie?
Yeah, it was a Nolan movie.
That movie was solid as fuck. I really did.
Did you
that.
see The Prestige?
No, I don't know that one.
Oh, you should go see The Prestige. It's really good.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know about that.
So yeah, no, but I didn't see Interstellar. Nothing pulled me in to go seeing it, and I didn't hear it was that good. So I don't know.
Was
So
that Matt Damon movie where he was on Mars?
no. That's the Martian.
That's the Martian.
No, this was with
Well, that makes sense.
with what's his name? Woody. Not Woody, but the other guy.
Tom Hanks?
No.
Tim Allen?
No.
Woody Harrelson?
Yeah, but go opposite of Woody Harrelson from.
Ted Danza?
No, Jesus Christ, you went really opposite with Ted
Ted
Danson.
Danza. Ted Danson and Tony Danza. I mixed that name together. That was fucked up. All right.
Matthew McConaughey. God, Jesus, we went a long way to get there.
Why would you say Woody though?
I was talking about like Woody Harrelson, and I was still stuck on the True Detective because they're both in that. show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just understand. What the hell do you have in your background there?
Oh, well, it's Pride Month, and we have a new character in Marvel Strike Force, and it's Teenage Negasonic or Warhead. And, just
So that's
felt
who they
like-
released because it's Pride?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Not like because Iceman's already out or something?
Is he still gay?
I don't know. I think so, right?
No, because I remember they turned him gay, but then I guess he went back to being normal.
Wait, you can't say normal.
Joshua. Of all months to say something
You mean
like that.
straight, but I don't think they made him straight.
Yeah, straight.
Like when you're reading comics, and Class can attest to that, how often are most of the characters in some kind of relationship? Maybe one or two in a major run.
I was just going to say that. Like right now, I mean, I'm kind of behind on comics too, but like you always have like your marriage. Yeah, like you said, there might be, for the most part, they don't touch on like a lot of sexuality unless it's someone like a Batman or like a Daredevil or, someone that's always just slinging dick everywhere. So
I feel like Marvel kind of like went with that trend of like sexuality in the past like 4 years. Because then they came out with non-binary characters too. I know they got criticized for that.
No, I don't think they did.
Yeah,
they
did.
were one of the first to like with like you remember back in like the 90s when they're like Marvel like North Star is gay, and that was like, to my knowledge, I don't know if that was the very first like official like gay superhero to ever come out. And
no, he was the first one to get married, if I'm not mistaken, because people were asking me like, oh, what's this comic book that the gay guy got married? It's like, yeah, he's been gay since like the first time they created him. I don't know what the big deal is, but he was the first one to get married. I don't think he was the first gay comic book character.
No, North Star is considered the first gay character.
Boom.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Get off me. Come on.
No, because I remember fucking. I remember when he got married. See, my introduction to comic books was like maybe my second or third year of high school, and I got introduced.
That was my Naito for you.
Yeah, man. So I was always under the impression he was the first one to get married, but I didn't think he was the first gay character.
I think he came out as being gay the same time that like Cyclops and Phoenix ended up getting married.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if you're thinking about that, because that was like around the same time.
I remember him getting married, and I had to tell people, I was like, yeah,
Who did he get married to?
I don't know, but they made him he's like, oh, this is the first gay marriage in Marvel Universe. And I think I had to explain it to people at work because they kept asking me, and I was like, yeah. I was like, the dude was already gay, though, so it's not like, ooh, shocker.
So apparently Zoom is going to be charging me to do more than 40 minutes, so we're going to do our best. I'm not paying. We'll find an alternative recording.
Why? Wait, when the fuck did this happen?
Today, I mean, we've done a number of episodes, and it just came up. It's like, you've got a 40-minute limit on this.
Fuck.
So
we're down to it.
I know. So we're going to keep going. We're going to keep recording as the live podcast. And then, oh shit, that means I'm going to lose you guys too, isn't it? Oh, fuck. All right, then. Let's just do this for now.
These restrictions. These fucking restrictions.
Well, then talk amongst yourselves as I get it set up so we don't go down. And then
we're not worth $40 to you? Fuck, Doc.
Well, how much do they want?
No. It's like $15 a month. So I'm going to sign up and then I'm going to cancel after this month. You didn't hear me.
Get that free month. There you go. Or this is a good time for fracking nerds to start saying, holler at Doc Martin, because we'll start taking sponsorships.
Well, we've always been willing to take sponsorships.
Well, I have as many shows as I've been on. You have not announced any of that. We haven't announced any sponsors.
Well, we need
nobody's trying to sponsor, asshole. That's what he's trying to say.
But yeah, we got to reach out. You got to shoot the message out there. You know, holler at Audible. Because if you go on audibletrial.com/BRH, you get a free book there, and you could offer that same and like free 30 days. And if you could, like Fracking Nerds could have that same exact promo code, you get $15 anytime anyone signs up, even if they cancel right away. You get $15, and that's right there. That pays for our Spreaker fees.
That would be very helpful.
Been
yeah,
wasting. Yeah, do it. I mean, all three. Actually, no. Joshua and I, we already signed up, so we can't do this again. But like, you could do it.
Okay.
You could do it. Everyone could do it. I did it myself. I got a free $15, and I had Audible for a month. Matt did it. Matt kept Audible.
Does he?
I thought he did. He liked it, unless he was just selling the commercial.
No, I think he used it like for one book.
Yeah, we'll find an alternative next week. All right.
I missed what Doc did, but okay.
It popped up that we've got the unlimited channel.
Yeah,
it did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, luckily it did.
Damn, that was quick. How fast did you type?
It was like class when I was pulling out my credit card and putting all the information in and went with it. Yeah. I'm a quick typer. I am. So yeah. And you know the funny thing is with Tenet coming out, they were also trying to release what was the one Nolan film where they kept jumping back into the dreams, or not the dreams, but their mind. Inception, yeah. Apparently that's supposed to come out like this week.
Why?
To kind of start basing where people, or if they're going to come or not, and then Tenet the next week. And now Mulan doesn't know when they're going to release that, and I think
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. No, they really don't want to lose any money off of Mulan. I have no problems with Mulan losing money, just for the fact that maybe, hopefully, it will kill this live action that is just not good.
Did you see Aladdin?
I
didn't see it.
3/4 of Aladdin, and it's not. Oh, it's bad. It's very bad.
Oh, I can't wait for the sequel.
Yeah, there is talk. The sequel is supposed to be a spinoff of the white German guy.
No, that's a Disney Plus movie. They're going to make.
Oh, okay. They are going to make. Why? What story is there to tell?
That's why I think Return of Jafar.
The very threatening Jafar. Like, hi guys, I'm here to stop you.
That's how he talked in the movie.
Yeah, I mean it's. It was and it wasn't like
Doc to talk like that.
It wasn't like
every
and I'm not going to say like it was effeminate or anything like that. It was just a very high voice, non-threatening, and not even like scheming high voice.
Well, here's the thing, Doc. They wanted to stay true to the movie and cast people with the right background of ethnicity, and that's what they got. So.
Yeah, but you should be able to find somebody to play the character. Well, then shouldn't you have not had a white guy direct the movie then? A white British guy who doesn't those type of movies?
I really don't know how that came about. I hope a Hollywood story comes out about that.
The same question I have is like, why did he marry Madonna too? So I mean,
it's Madonna. That was like Madonna at the end of her prime years.
That's what you want to marry her at the end of her prime when she's become.
She's still like she was still hot at that time.
I mean, yes, but she had gotten so powerful. She was probably a challenge to deal with, I would say.
He didn't care.
Yeah, he did. He divorced her.
Yeah, and it worked out good for him.
What's true? She probably had way more money than he did. So.
Yep. So there you go.
Class, have you ever read the graphic novel Snowblind?
No, I haven't. Sorry.
It is no, it's not a problem. I haven't read it either.
I can't contribute anything to this show. Like movies, fuck them. Books,
it is.
I did start reading a book, but go ahead.
Jake Gyllenhaal is supposed to be starring in this adaptation of this comic from I think Boom Studios. Is it or Boom Studios or Boom? You know, it is Boom Studios of the comics, right? The synopsis is about a high school kid named Teddy who lives in a suburban area of Alaska. When it's turned upside down by innocent posts of a photo of his dad online, only learn that he and his family are in a witness protection agency, and the FBI is coming to try to rescue them while the mob is coming out to take them out.
It sounds cool. It sounds like Taken. The mob.
No, the Taken. They weren't in the witness protection agency.
Yeah, that's true. All right. I missed that part.
Oh, okay. So you just because they were taken.
Take some.
All righty.
All right.
This is going well. Maybe I shouldn't have paid for the extra time.
We could have wrapped up in those 8 minutes.
The guy who the film was being written by Patrick Ness, who's working on a film called Monster Calls. He's also working on a new adaptation of Lord of the Flies for Warner Brothers. How do you think they're going to change it? Because
they ain't killing no kids. I'll tell you that much.
Do you think they're gonna put it's gonna have girls in it this time?
Well, if they put a girl in.
Well, no, but I mean, like in the stories in every other adaptation, it's just been boys lost on this island, and then how they kind of two different kind of tribes create, and one just goes more animalistic, while the other one tries to create a rule. That didn't go very well.
That didn't work out well.
Yeah, poor piggy. Because you got to hold the fucking conch if you want to talk. So, yeah.
Wow, you're a little upset about that. You all right there,
No,
buddy?
I don't care. I know they're going to, like, somehow just change it dramatically.
For this day and time, yeah, they're changing it. There's
Yes.
going to be something where it's like, I would say kids don't get killed enough.
It's gonna be an evenly mixed race with evenly mixed male and female is what's going to happen. And the white kids and I think the white kids are going to be the bad people.
Okay, but if you do that, someone's getting raped.
With a girl? Well, yeah. I mean, doesn't that make sense that if given power to yourself with nobody governing you, people would do that?
Especially in the book, they were teenagers. Like
yeah,
14,
they were teenagers.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't insult people's intelligence to make a movie where it's like they're stuck on the island and their biggest problem is, no, I want this, and it's like, no, it doesn't work that way. Oh, you're sucking down those white clothes, buddy.
I only got 2 left. I'm just figuring they definitely don't get me drunk.
They're not supposed to.
Then what's the point of drinking them if they don't get you drunk?
Because they taste delicious.
No, they don't. They don't taste delicious.
They taste delicious to me.
They taste like very water. Like when I go to McDonald's and order Sprite and they haven't fixed it right, and so it's more carbonation than Sprite, and you're just
delicious.
like, but I'm thirsty, so I'll just drink it.
Delicious.
Is that all you have available right now, Doc?
Well, no, I got Bud Light, but I've told you, I'm just not a beer
that's
person.
Water.
They're both water.
No.
Then why
White
not?
Claw,
What about
it's
water?
spicy water.
I would drink water, but I thought I would just be different and drink some
Oh,
beers.
okay.
Since we drank beers in the last show.
Yeah, that's true. I started with coffee and switched to
Oh,
Gatorade.
class! Remember when Kennedy, who's on the podcast, was drinking that Steel 84 or something like that?
Yes.
I went into to Dollar General and it was in like the cheap beer. So this is Dollar General's. Like we're saying, this is some shitty beer. And
Didn't you pay like $4 for that can of beer?
I think you did.
Yeah,
Like a
and
big old
it was in the Natty Light section of beer.
Oh my god!
And he was like, "This is
Natty
horrible."
Light. Ugh.
Yeah, I know.
It didn't look, dude. It didn't look good. It looked like just a generic. Like if you went on like, I don't know, the Simpsons, it would be like you have Duff and then you have like the shit beer, and that's what his beer looked like.
Wasn't Duff Light the shift beer?
This would be worse than that.
Well, if you've actually able to get on HBO Max, Joshua,
Finally after 2 fucking weeks. And all I've watched is Justice League, the Hobbit movies, and Metapocalypse. That's about it.
Well, not Justice League movie, but the Lord of the Rings movie will definitely take up some of your time. But it looks like Gone with the Wind has been pulled because of the racial insensitives. No,
Did they call someone the N-word in that movie?
I don't remember because I've only gotten to the beginning of Gone with the Wind. I'm like, this shit's boring. I don't understand how it's considered like one of the greatest movies ever.
Because I know there's like slaves, right? They have slaves.
Yeah, they're in the
Is that
South
what it is?
before the Union is coming down to burn Atlanta.
Is that the reason why they did it? Is because it's like the slavery aspect of it, or did they call someone the N-word?
I doubt they use the N-word in this movie. I think it's just more of the historical context of it at the time and the racial stereotypes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think anybody was just like, look at me,
There's
massa.
racial stereotypes.
I would assume so.
I never heard of that.
I haven't
They're
watched
not,
it, so I don't know. So as you know, whenever you take something off and then you make a big deal of it, the opposite side of the world decides to celebrate and, go to it like when Chick-fil-A was getting the heat because they donated money to anti-gay, and then just like white people went crazy and were like, we love this chicken, we're going to support them. So apparently Amazon had no problem taking their money and became one of the top rentals and buying purchases on their site.
Because you know what it is? There's that one asshole that wants to go against the grain and try to prove a point, and when actually they're not doing anything. So Jeff Bezos just got an extra $1 billion right now.
Yeah, because they were just like, you know what? We don't care. It's a movie. Like, if y'all had issues with it before, you should have said something in the now instead of or before.
Well, what are you? Okay, so now you bring up a good thing where you say, okay, you should have brought up the issues now. How do you feel about now with certain actors being accused of stuff and they're taking shit down because said actor portrayed what he was in real life?
I don't think you should do that. I mean, that would be saying like, okay, well then we need to just pull, all Bill Cosby shows.
But Bill Cosby wasn't portraying himself as a rapist.
He didn't write the what's his name? Chris
Duell?
Duell, yeah. Like he didn't write the part for himself, did he?
So that's what he did for Workaholics. He wrote that part for himself.
No. I'm saying I don't think he did. I think somebody wrote that and they got him in there to play the part.
I mean, but in both instances where I've seen this man on TV, because I know he had a TV show, but on Workaholics and on You, he plays a pedophile sexual person. So it's kind of fucking weird.
Yeah, that's where I first saw him. Before I saw any of his stand-up stuff, I heard him on Joe Rogan's show, but okay. I saw him on Workaholics, and I was like, wow, this is a fucked up role. And
so wait, when you first saw him in that role, you thought it was a fucked up role or a fucked up episode?
I thought it was funny as fuck. Like I love that I love Workaholics. Like, don't get me wrong, and it's like,
but that's like one of my favorite episodes. It's
the penthouse, and like is like that shit is really good, man. It is a really funny episode. But I remember like watching because I saw it not that long ago, and I was like, I haven't seen this other show, the other one you're talking about where he plays another.
It's You. This is. The character he plays on You is more in tune to what he's being accused of or what he's in trouble for. A guy who's like trying to groom girls and have sex with them.
Isn't You the one with the stalker?
Yeah.
He's not. I thought that's another actor playing the lead role.
No.
He's another character?
He's another character because you kind of like
spoilers for us who haven't watched it yet.
I mean, it's not the whole entire season. He's like in it for like 2 episodes. So
bigger spoilers. I know after that second episode's over. He's done.
He's never. He never watched You, so who cares? Nobody who fucking listens to this podcast is gonna.
No,
it's only me. But yeah, his character was eerily. It was basically the same person, grooming girls to have sex with them, underage girls to have sex with them.
Weird.
He's grooming them to have sex with him.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that?
No, grooming girls to have sex with him.
I know that's what you said.
Yeah,
but like, how do you groom a person then to have sex with you?
I guess you just I don't like from what
the wrestling business will show you how.
Well, that's I've been reading some of that that some of the people who have been making some of these accusations, and this one girl, I don't remember who it was, but she said, a lot of people that when she came out about this, she was actually getting like heat about it. Like people were like, oh, this, that, or the other, whatever. And she said being like that young and then someone famous like is showing her attention. She's like, it didn't necessarily start that way, but it just went a direction. She's like, tell me another like 16-year-old girl that wouldn't just like love the admiration of someone that they look up to that's famous and all this. So like, I don't know. I should just that was a different perspective, but that was just
I've read that too, and there's stuff like that that's being said. It's just going back to what Doc was asking. Yeah, you just be like, "Oh, you're so pretty." Oh, don't say, like the person that they look up to is showing them that affection.
Right.
They're gonna go along with what they tell them to do.
Don't forget, Hillary Clinton
That's how.
says that Monica Lewinsky, it wasn't a power position that why she had sex with him.
Wait, what?
No, Hillary said that the reason Monica had sex is not because Bill was in a power position and she didn't feel like she could say no to him.
It's probably because Bill was just slinging that dick fucking
Yeah, it was
everywhere,
just
man.
like,
He was
yeah.
throwing it everywhere. That just, I mean, he just happened to come on her fucking dress and got
Yeah,
busted,
that dude.
so.
Like, did you ever hear the John Mulaney story?
No.
So John Mulaney's mother went to college with him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I did hear this. Yeah.
So John Mulaney's mother was telling, because he was like, his dad was a lawyer, and his dad's like, I hate Bill Clinton. They never understood why. His mother tells us the story of whenever girls would study late at night, he would be waiting for them
Oh, my
to
Lord.
walk them home
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
from the library. And he was like, his mother asked Bill Clinton, do you want to come up with me? But Bill said no, because I think Bill already fucked her roommate.
Ah.
And he was like, and that's why my father hates Bill Clinton. And do you want to know what happened? Whose law firm had to defend Bill Clinton in some allegations?
Oh, it was-
John Mulaney's father. So Bill Clinton was a slick motherfucker. He's a pussy hound, man. I don't know what to tell you.
He is, man.
You don't go to
He
Jeffrey,
is.
Jeffrey Epstein's island 27 times and not get some type of pussy, right?
Was he connected with us?
Yes, he
I don't
was.
know. Was he
Yeah.
really? That's kind of That's really not.
There was a lot of people that were.
That's so weird. Jesus,
Go
what's
somewhere-
wrong?
go
What the
somewhere-
fuck is wrong with people, man? Like, Jesus Christ, man.
I think
Let me
it's
ask you a
that
question.
power.
If you go to a reputable place that has a bad reputation 27 times, something's up, right, Poppy?
A reputable place that has a bad reputation.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's.
And then the last thing in movie news, the biggest thing coming out is half the world decided to say that Michael Keaton is signed on for the new Flashpoint. I was out there campaigning saying he's in talks, people. He is not in the movie as of yet. So quit putting him on there. And I'm just confused because they're saying he's going to be playing Batman. But how do you get Flashpoint with Batman in the movie? A Michael Keaton, 60-something-year-old, I guess?
It's the DC Cinematic Universe version of Flashpoint, Doc, not the comic book version.
Yes,
of Flashpoint.
I think Deadline or somebody was writing that he's going to be playing like a Nick Fury, where he's going to get a bunch of people together to take on the big, which I think he did that in Justice League. Like, if I remember right, he went around, got Aquaman and Wonder Woman and the Flash and Cyborg.
Just look at his Batman's family in general. I mean, you got Robin and Nightwing and Batgirl and Oracle, and he already has his crew. So it's like he's cool with the Teen Titans. But didn't he help put them together? And
No, I think
I
it was
don't know.
Nightwing, right?
Was it Nightwing? All right. Well, it did.
But in essence,
tied in
it's-
together.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like
And so,
Nightwing had the money for that tower. That was Wayne.
Right.
Yeah.
All of DC is fucking bought, paid, and sponsored by fucking Wayne Industries. Other than the fucking what's
Queen
the
Industries,
joint?
right? No?
Queen Industries. That's true.
Palmer Tech, too.
Now, class, can I please correct you that Batgirl and Oracle are the same person?
Yeah, but it had the other Batgirl, not the paralyzed Oracle. There's
Still Batgirl.
Yeah, but
That's Barbara. Just say Barbara, motherfucker.
I'm not
Yeah.
talking about Barbara.
That's Barbara. Barbara Gordon is Oracle
No,
and
because-
Batgirl. You're talking about
Hold on.
Batwoman?
No, there's
No, not
another
Batwoman. There's a
Batgirl.
Batgirl.
No,
right?
There's a
a
Batgirl.
Batgirl, and that's Oracle also.
I think
Yeah,
Batgirl
it's not
turns
the
into.
sound-
If you go read The Killing Joke, that's
Yeah, where
that's
she got shot and paralyzed.
Yes,
But we
it's-
have what he's trying to say is there's another Batgirl.
There's not.
There's
It's still Barbara Gordon.
There's a Batwoman and a Batgirl.
Who's the
That's
new
not
Batgirl?
Barbara
Batgirl. Her
Is
name. Hold on.
Homegirl.
And say Batgirl, not Bad Girl. She may be a bad girl to you.
Fuck.
All right, here we go. All right. Although the character Betty Kane was introduced into publication in 1961 by Bill Finger and Sheldon Moldoff as Batgirl, she was replaced by Barbara Gordon, who later became identified as the iconic Batgirl. So this girl, I guess this is
She was
I
kind.
think Betty Kane's daughter is the new Bat.
okay. There you go.
No,
That's the
Different
no,
Robins.
that's
Like it's like, oh, Robin's Nightwing. No, fuck that. Robin's Dick Grayson. Robin's like Jason. Like it's
well, yes,
but
that's
still
true.
Batman. Yeah, I mean, it's still Robin.
Matter of fact, I think I have it right here because her Batgirl, her mask is her whole face is covered.
Yeah, but there's also the one that like Frank Cho draws. Where didn't Frank Cho draw that? Where
That's the one that's on the CW.
Or Adam Hughes.
That's that one.
chick.
Yeah, no, turn around. Yeah, no, that's the character
That's
they use for Harley Quinn's newest show.
And is that Barbara? All right,
That is
then.
Barbara Gordon.
Yeah, Batgirl with the solid black like leather face. You can't see shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about.
No, you don't.
See?
None
Yes,
of
he
y'all.
does.
I do now. Cassandra Cain? Who's that?
I think that's Betty
Batwoman.
Kane's daughter. No, that's Batgirl.
It's Batwoman.
Batwoman is the one that's a lesbian cop.
No, Cassandra Cain is the. That's not Batgirl. Remember, that's the one that was in the Harley movie.
Yeah, she becomes the new Batgirl.
I don't think so. Look up Cassandra Cain and see if they identify her as Batgirl.
Lexi Bell, a porn star, played Batgirl in Batman Triple X.
There we go.
I mean, I'm just seeing this on like Google.
See? I'm gonna show it to you right now because I have the Justice League game. I don't know. Oh, I don't think that's gonna.
I know what you're talking about.
Stop using your green screen. All right. Well,
But
yes.
yes, Cassandra Cain is Batgirl, sir. So
All
there you
right,
go.
whatever. Anyway,
Eat a dick.
Michael Keaton is now in talks to play Batman again, which only made sense if they were doing Batman Beyond. So I don't. It's DC again. I feel like it's the point of where when people come in and they go, we want to create our own stories and we want to create our own looks, and you start destroying all the history that was created for your own look. And that's why we get bat nipples, because a dead guy wanted to create it.
R.I.P. Schumacher.
All right. Well, as we were talking about, they're removing a lot of insensitive racial shows. I know 30 Rock is pulling, I think, 4 episodes because they did blackface with John Hamm.
I saw the John Hamm one. That's not blackface. He just has like dirt, like a little black residue in it.
That's what they're taking off.
That sounds like, if anything, they did it like he could be like, oh, I just have an afro, but I have a little dirt on my face. I looked at the picture. Now, the other ones, I can see, it, but that's the Soul Man route they went.
Oh, yeah, that movie's still going too, right?
Yeah.
So that
Oh, wow.
Did everybody forget about that movie?
I did.
It wasn't, I don't
did
think
it.
anybody
Fuck.
cared. And then C. Thomas
Yeah,
Howell was like, yeah,
because
people were like telling me it was a good movie. They didn't have a problem with it. I'm like,
yeah,
what
because
year was this?
that sounds really nice that he used to use the ability to dress as a black person so that he would take the affirmative action route of going to college instead of by his own grades. That sounds like a great idea for a movie.
Wait, but was he a bad student in the movie, or he really wanted to go to that black college?
I think he really wanted to go to the college.
You can't make a movie like that in this day.
No, you can't. And that, well, shouldn't they pull that movie? Because that would, I feel, that's insensitive.
No, because it's not that popular.
So it all depends on if it's popular.
It's honest to God. If you think about whenever the outrage is something very big and it's very popular, it's either going to go against it or it's going to go in favor of it. But if nobody cares about it, no one's like, they came out with a movie about, I want to say 2 years ago or 3 years ago, where a radio host pretends to be a black woman. And they were like, oh, this, like, I think I saw one complaint about the movie. Nobody ever heard of it because it wasn't a fucking popular movie.
Well, like in the movie, the Marilyn Monroe, Some Like It Hot, they have the one actor who's playing a really bad Asian stereotype.
Yeah, they showed it fucking the dragon, the Bruce Lee story.
Oh, no, what is it? They do something like that? Or did they show a piece of that?
Yeah, they show him where he's flipping. He's like, Bruce Lee's watching the movie. He's getting upset. Like, this is how they see us. He's like, he comes out, he's like, ah! Like he's doing all that shit.
Yeah,
remember
that movie's still going. I guess everyone has their certain time.
But no, like what's the hot topic? You know, unfortunately, what's going on in the world? It doesn't have anything to do with Asian people. Like coronavirus was associated with Asian people.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Unfortunately,
No, but you got Olivia Munn. She's upset that he called it Trump called it Kung Flu.
Kung Flu,
which is really not even that creative of a joke or whatever. So
it's offensive to Kung Fu movies, if you ask me.
there you go.
How dare he.
And the Wu-Tang Clan.
How dare he? Yeah, Wu-Tang movies.
Yes, Wu-Tang is here forever, motherfucker. Anyway, BBC apparently pulled John Cleese's classic Faulty Towers, one of the episode called The Germans, because I guess at that time they were just pulling anything that they deemed offensive, and I guess John Cleese went and put them on blast, because saying that they didn't fully understand what the joke was. It wasn't making fun of a certain individuals or people. It was showing the bullying that goes on with the way we treat others. And then they apparently the people at the BBC said, "Oh, okay, you are correct," and they put it back on the air. So you have to explain the joke and also have the power of John Cleese with.
So you mean to tell me, Doc, you have to put a disclaimer out before you do something that people might assume is offensive?
Well, didn't they
before you do it?
Yeah, but weren't they going to do that with Disney with like Songs of the South? But that's I don't think ever going to Disney.
No, they put they put like a little thing in the description like racial insensitivity warning. Like it's like there's like they criticize them for not taking it down. But if you go to Disney Plus and you like with the crows and shit,
yeah,
it'll say some of this stuff is racially insensitive, but it's not meant to be offensive.
Okay.
So, I mean, I could pull it up right now. My TV's on, so.
No, it's all right. We believe you. It's good. You're fine.
All right, fuck you. Next time you want to look something up, I'm like, no, we believe you. Don't worry.
No, you looked up Kimberly Kane or whatever the hell her name was.
Cassandra.
Okay.
Cassandra, you son of a bitch.
There's a new show for the CW called Killer Camp where contestants will be living on this campground. And during the day, I guess, doing kind of survivor activities. And at night, they're going to have to find clues to identify the killer. Each night, they have to try to figure out who it is. And the contestants, every day, I guess, gets removed if they can't figure out.
Reality TV shows being made in the fucking pandemic? Can someone explain that to me?
Unless they already shot this before everything got shut down, which I would assume they would have had to do this last year.
Not really, because the fucking Give Me a Baby reality TV show on Fox 5, they were doing coronavirus precautions.
What is Fox 5? I don't have Fox 5 where I live.
I was waiting for that one.
You mean the Fox channel?
He means Fox 41.
Oh, Fox 41. We have Fox 41.
We know that.
Yeah. It's channel 9 on your cable.
Fox 5. I love that. Anytime Joshua talks about the Fox channel.
Oh, New
Man,
York.
I was watching fucking
New
Family
York.
Guy on Fox 5.
Yeah.
You don't have Fox 5?
You guys don't have Fox 5 where you live? This is crazy. Everyone's got Fox 5.
Is this 40 minutes up yet?
Yeah, we know. We burned through it. I paid extra for this now.
I'm gonna go play The Last of Us.
Oh, yeah. He was like, I got my video game. I'm done playing Overwatch. Bye, Doc. I was like, okay.
Yeah. I said I had to eat, asshole.
No, you said you were going to go play. You go, I'm hungry, but I'm going to go play my game, too.
No, I said I'm hungry, I'm going to eat, and I want to be able to play my game because it was like 4 something, and I wasn't going to play Overwatch, so then eat to come back and talk to you guys.
But we've talked about different things.
Yeah, I know, and I had a good time. 40 minutes is up. I think, oh, look, it's saying I got to go. Bye.
How long of an intro is that? Because those are the type of games where like you want to get into it, but like either you're starting up right before you go to work or right before you go to bed, and you're like, Jesus Christ, how much of these videos do I have to watch to get into the actual game?
No, it's. I was telling my uncle that because he asked me how I was, and I was like, as the older I get, the more I'm getting upset with these games. That it just takes. It feels like it's drawing out the how to do shit and how like.
We got to think anybody they have to make it to where you may be the first time playing this game.
Yeah, I understand that, but I feel it's really unlikely that someone who never played The Last of Us 1 was like, oh, I feel like playing part 2 without playing part 1. You know? So,
yeah, I mean, I'm not going to play part 2 until I go ahead back and play part 1 to catch up to where I'm at.
Yeah.
I did start Uncharted 4 before I fucking started any of the other ones. I don't know if they all tie in together.
But that's the thing; it doesn't tie in. Nothing really
Okay.
ties into from 1 to 2. You understand who's who,
Right.
but there's nothing that happened in part 1 that affects part 2. It's basically like a franchise.
Right.
The story kind of, if you didn't play part 1, you kind of don't understand certain relationships and stuff like that. And another thing is, though, they're introducing new shit at the very beginning of the game, and you're just like, I was like, who the fuck is this? Because like I play as somebody else, and I'm like, I'm like, why am I playing as this person? I just thought it was a little confusing. But yeah, that's one of those things where I'm like, it's kind of like if you played Red Dead Redemption 2, you really didn't need to play Red Dead Redemption 1.
No, what I did was I played I played Red Dead back in the day, never finished it. Grabbed Red Dead Redemption, and then
You never finished that game?
No, I did after I finished Red Dead Redemption, because in essence, Red Dead Redemption is a prequel to Red Dead. So when I start playing Red Dead, I'm like, oh, I know that guy, and I know what he did to me, and I know what this is. So
Red Dead. What's Red Dead?
It's in it. Red Dead.
Yeah, it's Red Dead Redemption.
No, the
Red
second
Dead
one.
Redemption, the first one.
No, the Red Dead Redemption is the second game. It's in it. Red Dead Revolver or something like that.
No, Red Dead Revolver came out on PlayStation 2. Red Dead Redemption came out on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3.
What was the newest one?
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay, so Red Dead Redemption is so I played the second one and then went back and played the first one again.
Okay.
Yeah, so it worked out. But even when you played it, it's like you only recognized like 2 people, because it was the fucking guy with the scar on his face and fucking
Marston.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you really didn't bump into anybody else. So
what?
But that's the thing that I love the first one.
You're talking about the original Red Dead?
Yeah. How many people from Red Dead Redemption 1 were in Red Dead Redemption 2?
There is at least 6 or 7 people.
Really? It's been a while since I played.
And you even go to your little, like, where John Marston's place is at. It's where, he builds it at the end of the second game, or third game in essence. That's there. Like, you can visit that location in the original one.
So, Marston was the main character in part 1 of Red Dead Revolver?
Correct, yes.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that. That's cool.
But
I never played that.
But he becomes the main character at the very end of the second game, where you have to go back and feed the cows and all that bullshit. I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, that was just a waste of fucking time. That made me like hate that game even more.
Dude, I would just go out hunting some nights. I'd be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go hunt. And I would just go out into the woods, but fucking shoot bow and arrow rabbits and shit.
Okay, that appeases you though. That's cool. But like for someone like me, I was like, this shit is boring. Like someone was like, everything you do in that game has nothing to do with making you a better player for that game. And I was like, yeah, it's true. Because if you get all the legendary furs and all that shit, it doesn't help you do anything. Like,
right.
But that's cool that you did it, and that's cool. But me, I was like, I swear to God, the ending of that game, I wanted to fucking break my controller. I was like, I'm done. Just tell me it's over. Fuck.
The very first one?
The one, part 2.
Red Dead Redemption.
2. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, 2. That game. Oh, you see, that game, I can't get into it as much as I did the very first one, because it's that very first one, I fucking loved it. So I don't know if it's Red Dead Redemption on like 360. It had like the Nightmare Redemption and all, or Undead Redemption, whatever that shit was. I didn't even get it.
What you said you like to do a hunting and stuff like that, I would say play part 2, because you could get lost in the hunting and all that other stuff.
And I have part 2, and I would say I probably burned up like maybe 35% of the game, but or gone through. I just cannot get into it the way I did the Red Dead Redemption.
Really, I had a better time with the second game.
Did you? I loved Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption 2, I just can't get into as much. I've had it for so long, and occasionally I'll play it, but I'm just like,
that was the perfect game to play when everything was shut down. You had nothing else to do.
I mean, I was still working.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You were a nurse.
Yeah, he's essential, Doc.
I was essential after 3 weeks, so.
I don't know about all that.
I am to somebody.
You're always essential to me, buddy.
I appreciate
somebody who doesn't have fucking furniture in their house.
I know that I am essential to that. They're like, fuck it. I just moved to my house a month ago and I can't get any furniture. And I'm like, well, it's going to take another month and a half, so good luck.
There you go.
I live with
people. I'm back at work.
People complain to me. They're like, oh, what do you mean it's going to take forever? I was like, you want to go somewhere else and buy it? Because they're telling you 4 or 5 months. All right. Creepshow, if you've not seen it on the Shudder Network, is getting a full season 3 ahead of the launch of season 2 coming out towards October.
Wasn't it supposed to be a Creepshow on TNT?
No. AMC's gets it after it has its run. Like, it's on AMC right now.
Okay.
Not here. I don't think so.
No, it's Joshua. It's always Joshua. Have you guys seen the Creepshow on Shudder or AMC? It's very good. The one I enjoyed the most is the one about the haunted dollhouse. It was an incredible storytelling coming from just a little girl's dollhouse and what was going on in that. Some of them are really good. You should check it out.
I need to subscribe to Shudder because, like, I love horror movies and I have so many friends.
Oh, so if you do, go. What do you?
We have a sponsorship?
No.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like Shudder.com/ Frackin' Hecklers. Frackin' Hecklers. Was it Frackin' Nerds?
I like the one thing.
Wrong show.
On October, we always do. We watch a horror movie every night. Do 30 horror movies for the month.
I like that.
31.
And you advertise that shit on like Twitter and Instagram.
Well, yeah, I'm constantly posting about it. Like, this is what I watch. This is what I like. And it helps me find things I never expected. Stop doing that, Joshua. That you ever expect to see. And one that I was doing some research was called "The One Cut of the Dead," and it's a Japanese movie about these filmmakers in like an abandoned World War II. What are you doing over there? Just chopping. So they're in a abandoned World War II like army facility, and the director's getting very annoyed with the way the actors are being, and all of a sudden zombies start appearing, and he starts using the zombies to work with the actors to make.
Wait, what?
So like zombies show up, so he grabs zombies and throws at them and says action, and then they're trying to survive for their life, and he's shooting it all as it goes on.
I hope that didn't end the way I think it ends.
No, the movie ends very, very different, and you should definitely watch it because it gets.
What's it called?
One Cut of the Dead, and it's very good. Like, don't read
I'm
it.
good.
Don't watch it. It's very good. Don't read anything into it because you don't want to get spoiled of how the direction of the movie goes. But it definitely takes a hard turn towards the middle of it.
Have you guys seen Train to Busan?
Yeah, Train to Busan.
I heard about that. My friend told me I should watch that on Netflix.
That is amazing.
They're
making a sequel.
Yeah,
of that.
The Peninsula.
Yeah. Which, oh my god! I guess is it going to take place at the same time, just in a different area?
Yes. It's
different characters.
It's on this
obviously.
peninsula that they're trying to, I don't know, get off or trying to survive in. But yeah, I think different characters.
It'd have to be.
The Snakes on a Plane wasn't a good movie.
What a good movie.
What randomness is this with snakes on a plane?
I was like, a movie with zombies on a train and real.
No,
great.
it's really good.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
A movie about snakes on a plane.
Like
I don't know about that movie.
So the problem with the thing is with Train to Busan, it's the train is just going, and they're worried that it's not going to stop where it needs to stop in this like safe zone.
It's like a fucking video game where
they're having
all these trains,
Yeah.
and you start at level 1 all the way in the fucking back, and you have to work your way up to the fucking main like.
It sounds like Snowpiercer.
I don't know what it sounds like, but it's.
I mean, a little bit
so
where they're
I'm
having to
telling
work
you, man.
each location, and then
There
something
might be a safe train. There might be like one full of zombies,
Yep.
and then like.
and they've got to
and then
clear it
there's-
out to get it because they need to get to the front of the train to make sure it stops in Busan so that they can get off in the safe zone. Otherwise, it's just going to power right through it.
Yeah, it's fucking great, man.
Is it English dubbed?
No, you have to read it.
That's the same as One Cut of the Dead. You're going to have to read it. So
You know what? Sorry, guys.
what is wrong with you?
Nah, I'm good. I don't like reading as much.
Well, then,
I should be
Joshua,
watching.
what have you been watching?
I started The Politician on Netflix.
Oh,
I
because
stopped
you
that.
love those kind of shows.
You watch New Japan with like Japanese commentary.
Yeah, how
like
do you do
have.
that?
And so it's
I
like,
have,
dude, for
but
the most part,
I,
watch a lot of the story in the beginning, even if you don't keep it up. Like, you don't have to fucking read every fucking word. You just once you see the shit going
I think
down, you're like,
it's-
fuck. Yeah,
And they don't talk that often. It's mostly
They
them
don't.
trying to survive.
It's
Dude,
different when you watch a movie because you need dialogue to like just. I like to know the dialogue. And I'm just joking with you guys because I watch fucking Japanese anime and I read the subtitles. So
Oh,
and
okay.
I watch movies with closed captions. So I'm just fucking with y'all.
All right.
And
Like
what
we were
you
supposed to
just
know
said-
that.
Yeah, because I'm just you would know what I'm
Of
being
course.
serious.
That's a Joshua thing.
That's a Joshua thing. But like what Chris Class said, you don't like you watch New Japan. I'm like, motherfucker, like, do you really need fucking English commentary to understand a punch to the face?
Dude, no, but you know what? You know, with like New Japan and like why I like, I mean, I love like, you know, the English commentary now, but it's like, it took me a while to get into it. But like with the Japanese commentary, it's almost like a fucking, the way they would just get hyped and all that. It's almost like just hearing extra crowd pop. And it's like, it's almost like the like a theme. Kind of like, even though you don't understand it, every now and then you get like, "Great basta," you know, you get those, they'll sneak those words in.
Yeah.
But
Let me ask you a
sneak it,
question,
that's
though.
a translation. But
Is that Australian dude still on the English commentary team for New Japan?
I don't know.
Juicy Gwimbo, whatever the fuck his name is.
You know, I know like the New Japan Cup's out. I guess I just started. I'm wearing a New Japan shirt now, but it's
There
like,
you
man, I haven't. I'd lie if I say I watched anything. I haven't watched shit.
Because that Australian dude, I hate that dude. He's so fucking annoying.
Yeah, I really like Kevin Kelly though. I like.
No,
Kevin.
he's an OG, bro. He's like one of the best out there.
I have been watching the marble Olympics championships. They had qualifying last couple days ago, and it was very intense. The cat eye marbles are in second, followed by the Fierce Follies, I think they're called.
Hey, can I ask you a question, Doc? When
Sounds
you
like the
said,
Laugh Olympics.
When you said those shows, what did you mean, sir?
Which
Like,
which shows are you talking about?
When I said I watched, I was watching The Politician on Netflix. You said those shows. What did you mean by those shows, Doc?
I don't know. You seem to have a certain type of show that you like watching, like Posse
You
or
mean-
Pose and.
What, Ryan Murphy produced television?
No, because I don't hear you watching like American Horror Story or anything like that.
Because
Like,
I stopped watching after like season 5. I was like, this shit is boring.
like I think you look for like the really non-cis hetero Ryan Murphy.
Nah, I just like Ryan Murphy. I love Nip Tuck. American Crime Story was really good. He's a really good, he makes really good television. So
He likes a lot of very gay television, is what he's saying.
I haven't seen any of those shows that he's mentioned. I have no idea what some of them
I
are.
will say one thing.
But he
American
refuses.
Horror Story. Isn't
He
it called
refuses
American
to
Horror
watch.
Story?
Yeah, he refuses to watch like Train to Busan or Black Mirrors. But he's just like, Pose, that they get me.
All right, like Black Mirror.
Wait,
I've only seen the one
what do you mean they
interactive
get me?
episode.
He did. That's the only one he's watched. Is the one where
That's
the
the only
two
one
guys.
I've ever watched. But dude, I'm telling you, Train to Busan, shit's dope,
I will
man.
I will watch because there's like 2 movies that it doesn't have English dub, and They Come for Us at Night is what I really want to see because the people that did The Raid, they did this movie and I really want to watch it.
Oh, the raids are really good.
Yeah. So, but no, I will say this Pose is a really good show. The storytelling and the acting is really good, and I just like it.
I don't know that.
All
I
right
hate
then.
you, Doc.
So, we,
I hate you.
so you haven't really watched anything? All right.
Wait, I started One Piece. That's been pretty good.
Do you have a few years?
Why does everyone keep making that joke?
Because it
I'm
is like
it's only
56 seasons or something like that.
It's like over 700 episodes, but like half of that shit is filler. So I'm like,
Oh, so you're
good.
just skipping filler? No, there may be an important character development in some of those.
Listen, there's a list on the internet. Watch these episodes. I did it with Naruto. I'll do it with any other anime. So
Speaking of anime, I was seeing someone debating that The Last Avatar is probably considered one of the best shows ever. Do you put it up there?
I never watched Avatar. I have to watch it, but I've heard that it's a really good show. So
you guys are worthless in regards to this discussion. I appreciate that. I should.
what? But see, that's
I haven't been able to
like.
contribute at all.
I've heard so many great things about
Infinity
this
would've been
fucking
so much better.
cartoon, and I'm like, I just never watched it. Now it's on Netflix. I'm like, bro, I could probably watch it now, no problem. I just never. You have to understand when that show came out, I was kind of like, what, 15 or 17? I just like, what the fuck am I gonna watch Nickelodeon for? That'd be a problem, right?
No, they had the Turtles was really good in 2012.
Yeah, but you're a teenage fucking Ninja Turtles fan, right?
Yeah, well, like not everything, but yes.
Yeah, all right then. So it's like, okay, I can understand. Like me, what the fuck am I watching Nickelodeon? Like,
Bum 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 bum. You know,
it's like when Rugrats came out with Rugrats all grown up. It's like, I don't want to watch this shit. I grew up on regular Rugrats.
don't you want to know what they
you
did?
Can do that on television and like what was
Yeah.
the name of the show? The show
Guts?
I don't know, and you get slimed.
You can't
That's-
do that on
you-
TV.
You can do
that
that
is
on
you-
television
yeah.
and Double Dare.
And then
Like,
Double
I was
Dare,
like,
and
fuck
there's
Nickelodeon.
Guts.
After that, I was like,
Well, no,
I don't
wait.
need
We also
anything
had Danger Mouse then,
never saw
and
that.
Salute Your
Was
Shorts,
it,
and
Itchy and Scratchy, not Itchy and Scratchy.
Ren and
Tom and
Stimpy.
Jerry.
Ren and Stimpy
Ren and
was on.
Stimpy started in
I did
Nickelodeon.
watch Ren and Stimpy. So I watched
I-
3 Nickelodeon shows.
So you were a teenager when you were watching Salute Your Shorts, Doc?
I never watched Salute Your Shorts. I watched the one where they were at the ranch.
Hey Dude.
Hey Dude, yeah, I loved Hey Dude.
Yeah. So you were basically a teenager watching that show. I was.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, I was
Hey
fucking like I
Dude.
think 7.
You don't
or
remember
8,
Hey
yeah.
Dude?
Yeah, Hey Dude.
It's a good show.
Hey Dude.
It had the guy that Ben Stiller married. Not the guy, the woman. She was like big on that show.
The kid from fucking Terminator 2 that was in it for like 5 minutes.
Oh, that really hot blonde
Yes,
chick.
yes.
That, Ben Stiller.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
what's her name? Like Christy.
Christy something.
Something.
Yeah, she was in Dodgeball.
She was the bisexual
He
lesbian.
did good.
You didn't have to identify her as that, did you? She was the
What was she?
the accountant lawyer, but you had to identify her as the bisexual. What the funny thing is, you said bisexual lesbian. Like we would have been
Why?
like
But do you know why though?
at
'Cause
the
everyone
end.
thought she was a lesbian. Yeah, she's like, I'm not a lesbian. I'm bi. So it's like bisexual lesbian.
Oh,
They
my
made
Lord.
that joke throughout the
Oh.
whole fucking movie, right or wrong?
They do. No, they do. Yeah.
All right then. So it's like calling fucking what's his name?
Pharaoh?
The guy in the wheelchair. What was his name?
Oh, that was God.
From
Jesus.
Men in Black. Rex something. Or
Oh,
something
you're
like
talking
that?
about Rip Torn.
Rip Torn. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, the guy in the wheelchair. Oh, you be disabled people. Oh, he's in a fucking wheelchair. What do you want him to do?
All right, to move on to comic books. And apparently with the new HBO Max, they've inspired DC, and they're releasing their own HBO to the Max DC comics that you can, I guess, I don't know if you can see them on the streaming site. Where can you? It's going to be on the DCComics.com, and also you can get them on like Apple, Google Play. Available free at the DC Universe.
Okay, that's cool.
But Class
I
was
just want them to do what they do with DC Universe for HBO Max. Like, I hope they do that.
with what?
Like live action shit.
Or
No, like they make it that I could download comic books and shit like that with my.
they're not going to
subscription.
do that. They're just because Marvel has never switched over to like Disney Plus, putting their comics on there, and which is interesting because a lot of the Marvel doesn't even have like the what was it, the rated M line of Marvel
Max line?
Yeah, Mac. Yeah, like they're not. None of those are on there because I guess they have to keep it certain PG friendly.
Why not just make an age restriction then?
But how do you do that if a kid wants to use the comic book app?
Because you would have to put, if you're not over a certain age amount, like no fucking 14-year-old's gonna have a credit card and put fucking like you have to be over 18 to
Yeah, but if
Make
you,
them jump through the hoops where you have to identify how many people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but-
crosswalk.
no, not even that. Just saying like what kid has their own Marvel Unlimited account?
well, let's say Class had the Marvel Unlimited, and his daughter was like, "Dad, I see you reading these comics. I'm kind of interested. Do you have any?" And be like, "Yeah, here's the app. Here's the login. Here's where I would
She
recommend
finds
starting."
Punisher. Like, I mean, there's not a lot of like sexuality in it, is there? I didn't read a lot of the Max,
the
other
Max-
than like Punisher. Punisher was
the-
fucking dudes up.
No, Max Line, they show like sexual shit and like really grotesque stuff. Like,
The grotesque
It was-
stuff, like I'd be alright with that.
but look, Doc, to answer
Is it
your
like-
question,
Go ahead.
to answer your question is like, don't they have age restriction on Amazon Prime, Netflix? I know on HBO Max you could do that too.
I mean, you have to set it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, you just set it up. Like I
Fucking,
don't see why not.
Parents don't do that. They don't take the job to.
Make the
I-
app like you can't if you have child restrictions on your app, like
Yeah.
on your phone, then make it you can't download it, and then
Yeah.
like make it if you
Yeah.
have to present
password protected download, because that's how Marvel Unlimited works, right, Doc? You have to download it.
No, you
onto
don't
the thing and
download
then
it. No. You just click read and it pulls it up and then you watch it.
So you wait, but you can't download it.
You can download it to
Okay, there you go.
for offline reading. Some of us have Wi-Fi all over the world where we live.
Yeah, well, if I'm reading shit on my iPad, I usually just read it at home.
Oh,
Fuck you. But
He doesn't even need Wi-Fi when he has Fox 5.
yeah, Fox 5. I mean, that's all your information. Family Guy, Bob's Burgers. You Think You Can Dance, I think is on there, right?
So You Think You Can Dance.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But anyway, yeah, password protection for download or to actually read the fucking comic book. There you go.
Okay, there we go. Well, DC is also working on a fandom event this summer. It's going to be kickoff August 22nd at 1 p.m. And they're going to have
coronavirus is going to stop it.
Well, I think it's going to be like an event. They're going to be set up at a location, and then they're going to be showing some stuff and having like apparently like Lucifer, Pennyworth, Titans, all those there to discuss the upcoming projects. But I think it's only a live event.
Maybe just really spread out and just like cast online where you could see it, where the audience is us at home.
I mean, like what, set up as a Zoom thing?
I mean, I don't know. Like they set up at a big place, but then they're like, "Fuck it, we're keeping like it restricted here, so only essential cast or whatever." Like people putting this production on.
Well, that's what I think it's gonna be. It's gonna be just a virtual thing.
Right. Then you have to like. I mean, maybe you can't comment on it. Like we're talking about it now, but like we go watch like the whole presentation.
Yeah, there's like it's like virtual hangout spaces for people, which I don't know why you would do that.
Why would you want to do that?
Yeah, I mean the only thing that makes sense is just having these. But how do you do like Q&As? Because isn't that where people ask interesting questions like, "Are you gonna make like when the Comic-Con where they for some reason are pushing for Spider-Man to be gay?" I mean, they just why is that a question that always has to get brought up?
Somebody's very anti,
No, I'm not anti. I'm just like, why is that always the discussion? Like, why can't he be gay?
I don't know, Doc. Why? That's a lot of. Why did they? Like he can't be normal, right?
He can't be normal. No. Oh no, it's like no, he definitely can't be normal. He doesn't. He can't be. He's got that spider thing, and he doesn't want people to know. Yeah.
You think Spider-Man's spider sense would go off if someone tried to put it in his butt?
Not if he wanted it, right? I mean, if it was,
he was like alarmed, like a car's gonna fly at my head, like here's a heads up, or like a D is going in my B. Like if he's not into that, then like yeah,
but he can't he can't
jump up on a branch real quick.
But can't he not
hit you back right into it?
He can't detect venom, right?
No.
So venom could get all up in that ass, right?
Oh, multiple ways. It just like fucking come at you
like tentacle porn.
Every
orifice is available.
That's a thing, man. I'm sure Joshua's seen that shit on. I saw that on an anime once.
That's called.
I was
hentai.
Like, what the fuck? What's it called?
Hentai.
Hentai. Yeah, there's an old school movie called Legend of the Overfiend. If you want to see like demons with penises popping out and just shoving them into every orifice.
My buddy Eric. Yeah, my buddy fucking showed me that one day, and I was like, dude, I felt fucking like I felt violated when he showed me. I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? I was like, this is fucking crazy.
Does his last name start with an M?
Did it start with an M? No.
Oh, okay.
His last name?
Yeah, does it start with an M?
Yeah.
I think I'm friends with that dude on Facebook. I'm gonna hit him up. Be like, yo, man, you got some good shit.
What's his first initial?
Eric. Yeah, Eric.
His first initial was Eric. That narrows it down.
You already said Eric on here.
You fucking idiot.
I did?
Yeah.
I forgot, man. I forgot. All right, my bad.
Stay off.
All right, it's not like he. Yeah.
He's not a wrestler, is he?
No.
Okay.
He's a wrestling fan.
I do know an Eric with a. Oh, is it?
No, not that Eric. Not that one. Not that. Not that guy.
As we shouldn't call him Fat Eric because that's not nice. But
I'm not fat. No.
Well, to continue on speaking about.
I think you were talking about. I thought you were talking about Rudy.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
No.
about. But you're not talking about
Okay.
Rudy, right? Okay.
Never mind. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else.
No, there's Eric Montgomery, who was known as
That's
Fast.
not him.
No, that's not who I'm talking about.
All right.
No.
Look at us name dropping all these people that are legends.
Is that really name dropping?
I,
I mean, Rudy Switchblade. That's name dropping right there. I do. That motherfucker's. He's the truth. I like me some Rudy. I like that. Like, I'm buddies with the guy, but I'm also like a fan of the dude. That's fucking weird.
well, he's very
I'm
artistic, and he's a good wrestler.
Yeah, he's an amazing wrestler,
Yeah.
and he's dude. That 365-day project gimmick that he has going on.
Yeah, on his Instagram.
That's one of the yes, it's on his Instagram, and it's really such a great idea. And if I don't die before,
I think it's
now
under
and then-
Eric Matlock, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
I mean, that's
Might be.
that's his real name.
What a fucking cool name! Like, he might be the coolest guy I've ever met.
No, it's not his real name.
Oh, it's not.
that's
Fuck
it.
him then. No,
But I think it's under that name. It's like a gimmick.
I think it is. It's
yeah.
something
Let's see.
like it.
here.
I fucking I like that dude. Marking out for my buddy. Not really my.
As you
I
should.
can't even call him buddy. I haven't seen him in so long.
As you should.
If you're wanting to see what Eric does, it's under Eric_is_generic, and he's been doing a 365 art project every day. And some
Oh, that's
interesting
cool.
stuff. Yeah.
It's really cool, man. And he's come up with some like fucking brilliant stuff that it's like, wow, man, how'd you even think of that idea? How did that even like it gives each day is a
in the
rip-off
book.
calendar, and
Yeah.
he'll put a picture of that, and it'll say like today make a 3D object, but don't use anything solid, or he'll do something crazy, and
Yep.
he'll just come up with some of the craziest. Like, it's a very whatever your interpretation will be of it, and it's fucking cool, man. It's fucking. You need to give him a follow. He's very artistic.
He is very artistic. Well, with the biggest news with the PlayStation 5 coming out, Spider-Man Miles Morales is, which some people were debating, is it just an add-on for the game, or is it going to be a standalone? Finally confirmed this week that it will be a standalone, but I don't think it's going to be as big of a game as the original Spider-Man. I think a smaller version is what I'm thinking. Josh,
No, they said
I'd be
it's-
okay with that too, man, because that first Spider-Man game, it was dope, but it was kind of like the Red Dead Redemption, where I'd say, like, I get lost going out hunting. Some days I just go out and fucking swing, and then like just go out swinging. No, it was so massive, that game.
well,
man.
this one
It
is
was just
supposed
so-
to add in more of the boroughs, so I think it hit Joshua's place and stuff. The game, so I'm looking forward to
Oh,
that.
shit.
See where all these ambulances are going down the street from where he
They're
lives.
They're gonna kill people. That's what. But no, they said it. The maker said this is like a very long game. I think 30+ hours of game.
Oh, that's a good sized game then.
Yeah, so they didn't like. Oh, it's not an add-on. It's its own game. His own story.
That's
so we're
cool.
looking for it.
And then
Because other people were saying, "Oh, did Peter Parker die?" And we're like, "No, he didn't die."
No, he didn't die. It's just Miles stepping up and taking over. You could have 2 Spider-Mans in the world, can't you?
I mean, in the regular Marvel universe, we have 2 Spider-Mans, right? Because
Yeah,
Miles
I mean, like,
came over from the Ultimate Universe.
Oh, well, yeah, in the comics, correct, yes.
So it makes sense to have him come over.
And we have Spider-Gwen, too, right?
You go, Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, she's in there. That's a Spider-Man.
or Spider
Or
Ham.
Ghost
There's,
Spider. Does anybody know why they changed her name to Ghost Spider?
Not me, because I don't read comic books like that.
Okay, I was fine
I
with
do, but I don't read.
Spider-Gwen.
I've never read that. Yeah.
Okay.
I really liked her in Into the
Into the
Marvel.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, she was awesome in that, but I've never gotten into never tried to get into.
So wait, you enjoyed her character and you're just like, I'm not going to read her comics.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't read the comics I have now. I'm more
Oh,
like a
Jesus
just collector at this
Christ.
point. I'm so far behind. I started reading a book though, man. I started
Oh, a
reading,
book.
a real book. Actually, it's not even a real book. It's like a comic book hardcover. I started reading the Scott Pilgrim colored series. Like, it's the colored.
That's
collection.
not a real book. It's just a graphic novel in a hard case.
Yeah. That's
What
a
the
book to me.
fuck?
I'm also reading something called Seconds. It's by the same guy.
I know. I've read it.
Oh, did you, dude? That's
Yes.
a really good book. It's a book, man. I mean, it has pictures and shit, but it's like
It's a graphic novel. Isn't that where she's got to
That's
put
a-
something in the top shelf of a chest of drawers,
dresser?
and
Yeah,
she gets her wish the next day, and then it starts really fucking shit up.
Yeah, she can like constantly like reset shit or
Yeah.
know.
No, it's a good little novel.
Yeah, it was
Graphic
a recommendation
novel.
ever.
Look at you looking and running around with some Brian Lee O'Malley fucking comics and stuff like that.
Get my education. I'm a reader now. So
Do you
novels?
I was speaking of Scott Pilgrim. There is who is it? What Culture? I did a thing like it's like 10 facts you didn't know about the Scott Pilgrim film, and one of them that I didn't know is like they wrote kind of a little more in depth to why characters who they were, and like Ramona wears her brother apparently died in the story, and she wears his shoelace around her neck all the time as a tribute to him. But they don't bring this stuff up. The one girl who's always cussing at him. Forgot what her name is.
Aubrey Plaza?
No, not Audrey Plaza. Oh, it is Audrey Plaza.
That is the one.
Yeah, you're right.
Julie, isn't her name?
Yeah, Julie. She apparently has a crush on Scott, but Scott just ignores her, and that's why she's always so bitter to him. And then also Lucas Lee's with his stunt doubles that are actually all Chris Evans stunt doubles.
Really?
Yeah, in different movies, all of those were Chris Evans stunt doubles.
Isn't one like a little Asian?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were all
That's
actually.
what I thought the whole joke was.
I know,
like,
that's what it was.
I was like, oh, that's funny.
No,
he really played his stunt double.
Yeah, yes. So all those stunt doubles were really his stunt doubles of everything he's been in.
That's pretty cool.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck the Asian guy was a stunt double for.
He might have been just a minor
another teen
scene
movie.
or a fill-in or something like that.
I don't know.
No, he's so short though.
Yeah, it looked nothing like him. It looked like he was trying to it looked like his little Asian brother. I don't know. Like he was wearing the same clothes, but that was like
I gotta find out what movie he was in as a stunt double.
It's your homework. Find out all these. That's pretty cool though.
So when we were also discussing the big thing with the Spider-Man game is the amount of unlockable costumes and everything from trying to think Spider-Man 2099 to which I was just finally reading Fear Itself, and when Odin made the weapons for all the Marvel characters to battle the big bads, that Spider-Man got his gimmick costume with his webbing, I think it was, or something like that, and his costume changed, and that's even in the game. But like Miles, what just happened?
Fireworks, asshole. What do you think?
I was like, were we worried about you? Do we need to call the Channel 5 News or Fox News 5?
Because nobody's gonna come. The cops are on strike.
Like, what other costumes do you think they could be in here? Because Miles doesn't have a lot of different costumes.
I mean, you could do Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, he's got 2 costumes in that. That's about it, right?
That's about, yeah. I mean, did he ever change his costume? I think he had his own like Bagman type of costume when he first.
I thought that was the hoodie and stuff like that.
He had like the pajamas, right?
Oh
like,
yeah, you could do the pajamas.
Like
Yeah, we had the Spider-Man mask, the Halloween mask, and the
yeah.
You could do when he's shirtless with the pants from the movie too.
Oh, not again! Toma.
Oh God.
You think it's bad where you're at? It's really bad over here with the fireworks.
Well, because then you don't know, right?
I mean, it doesn't bother me. It's just like, I'm aware that you guys can hear it, so it's.
No, it's usually bad around probably where classes too. Like us rednecks around here, they love blowing shit up.
Yeah, but this
crazy
is just
out in the country over here, man.
It's constant. Like if you watch the news on Fox 5, they show like all the fucking boroughs just going crazy with it, and I don't really. It doesn't bother me. It bothers my grandmother, but I want to know what the fuck. What is the purpose of this? Like, what are they trying to do?
Filming Predator outside his house.
I would tell you, when I watch Fox 41, I don't see a lot of these stories about the boroughs and what's going on. Just they seem to be focused more on Louisville and Indiana.
Are counties for you, so.
Yes, I'm well aware. Well, Clash, you did say what's that?
What's your county where they don't serve alcohol on a fucking Sunday?
No, they do. You're not allowed, I think, to buy hard liquor on Sundays. You can still buy beer up until 8 o'clock, but you can't buy liquor.
Oh, I'll put that theory to test next time I'm at your house on a Sunday.
Okay. Cool. That means you're coming on a Sunday. Will that be like next year?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I think Concave's possibly the next time we see each other. That's it. Where are you going?
Hey, sorry.
So, Class was saying, since some of us do read comics a lot, that the DC Unkillables is something to be checking out, which actually I just pulled the run of that.
Didn't Brian tell you that on Twitter? Or no?
No, that was Class. Class text. Class does text me ever so often, like, hey, I think this would be an interesting discussion. We should talk about it. Like, he's one of the only few that actually adds content to what we should talk about versus the rest of you all that just show up and like, fuck it, I'm doing the show. This is what you get. Do you want more out of me? Fucking pay me. And I can't. So this is what it is.
I don't ask a dime of this show. I actually tell you, do you still need me to be on the show? So fuck you, number one. Number two, what the fuck? Do you want me to talk about my favorite shows with those people that you seem to dislike?
No, I like those people.
I bring Marvel Strike Force content to this show.
No,
right?
we bring the Marvel Strike Force content to this show because of how often you pay to play that game.
I actually told somebody how much I paid altogether.
Was it a female?
It was a male.
Oh,
Why would
okay.
I tell female?
Because you don't want pussy?
Fucking flexing. Look at that.
That would make me get pussy.
What's up, girl?
It would make you get pussy? She's
how
like,
much I
fucking
dropped?
A. He
Like,
dropped
oh my God,
$500?
You spent that much this week on the game? Ooh, you're going to take care of me, Poppy. I'm like, yeah. I'd be so good. I get them to give me the money for the game. That's how nice
You're
I
like,
am.
can you buy me some Strike Force passes?
No, I'd be like, can I get some Apple iTunes cards?
They don't make like just regular Strike Force cards or anything?
No, it's an Apple thing. It's a part of the...
Because Fortnite's got the bucks or whatever.
Fortnite's a game, but if you get like an Apple iTunes card, you're using it. It's Apple money in essence.
I don't understand your justification. So it's still...
It's basically Apple. Like anything on the Apple store, you can spend it on. So it's like, okay, you have an Apple currency. All right, boom, you could buy stuff.
But if Marvel Strike Force had like their own little currency, you could buy that. Do you use the Apple money towards other things?
Yeah, iTunes. If I feel like buying iTunes,
You buy fucking music or movies?
yeah, because I'd rather fucking go through it easily buying $1.29 than fucking going through the hassle of
You don't do
downloading
Apple
it.
Music?
Nah, because I don't listen to music that much to be like, you know,
$10 a month for any song you
Yeah.
want. Lyrics. I've had that since when they first announced it. They had like a free 3 months, and I was like, after this, I'm not gonna fucking keep it. I was like, I've had it ever since. I love it.
yeah. I don't like. I go through phases where I'm like, I feel like listening to music on the way to work, on the way back from work, and there's like I could go like a 2 months without listening to music on my phone. So it's like it's not worth it. In my
Well,
eyes.
some
You
of
can
us,
always use YouTube.
Yeah.
You want a specific, so.
well, some of us can't
Like,
read and play games when we're heading to work. We have to drive.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Chief. I'm sorry that I'm only 4 stops away. You know, in the Bronx.
Oh shit, my cat.
Oh, hello.
Yay!
That's maybe. Oh shit.
Maybe I'll get the fuck out of here now.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Is maybe named after the character in Arrested Development? Oh, look at you.
It is.
That's my
Oh,
boo. I love her.
we were so indecisive about. I knew you'd like that, Joshua. We were so indecisive about her name. Maybe we should call her this, that, and then that got thrown out there, and I was like, that's incredible. I can't take
who
credit
she's
for it.
dating? The actress that played Maybe in real life, supposedly.
Brad Pitt.
How the fuck did that happen?
No,
right?
it's. I found out they're just friends. They like going to the museums together.
Really?
Yep.
That's Brad Pitt, man.
This is the museum.
The Penetration Museum?
Yeah.
So, Class, why should we all be reading Deceased Unkillables?
Dude, it's such a... All right, first of all, read Deceased in general. Such a good, like, miniseries. It has such iconic scenes that are just like, wow. It's just, you know, the art is amazing. The story, it's such a great take
Now,
on,
the
like,
DC...
zombie.
The Deceased is where... Wow. What, Darkseid gets destroyed, and then Cyborg gets hacked, and everybody...
Darkseid?
Darkseid, sorry. Shut the fuck up. They made the joke in Harley Quinn. They were like, what is it? Is it Darkseid? Darkseid? I don't fucking know. I mean, it's pronounced... I mean, it's written seed. I don't know why y'all fucking say Darkseid. Anyway, but is that the storyline where...
Yeah.
Okay.
And Cyborg comes back and like basically launches like a virus. So if you look at a screen, boom, you just immediately like turn into this like you just want to ravage your own face. You want to just fucking you're just like you don't eat brains. It's none of that, and it's more like the World War Z where you're just like fucking running and it's just like chaos.
Gotcha.
And when you get scratched, when you get bitten, whatever, if you haven't looked at a device, you're fucked. Like you're gonna turn shortly. And so this whole thing where it's DC has all the universes. This takes place on like an unknown universe over here or whatever.
And
Maybe
Batman's infected, but he's on a serum that's kind of keeping him...
No, Batman gets infected, and like spoiler alert, it's been out for a long time, so fuck it. He gets in the Mr. Freeze suit.
Oh, yeah.
To slow down his like body's metabolism, I believe, something like that. So he has time to like try to come up with a plan and like let everyone know before he just like Alfred has a shotgun and he's like fucking like you know what to do, Alfred, and then just runs at him and like Alfred just like click clack and that's it. Like it's fucking deep. But with this, the Unkillables, this takes it's a whole deal where it's like a lot of villains like Deathstroke and what's his name, the Creeper. All these people who have like regenerative. How do you say that word?
Regenerative. Is Solomon Grundy one of them?
Solomon Grundy's one of them. Mirror Master can like he can hide in like
oh
mirrors
yeah, he can hide. Yeah,
dude, it's just like this is going on.
Hold
YouTube,
on,
right?
Joshua.
People need to see that. We're there. But so it's like it's this guy's trying to put together a team of that, and it's like this is the only way. I forgot who it was. Is it like Doc Samson? I don't know if it's Doc Samson. That's a Marvel guy.
Yeah, it's a Marvel guy.
It's some DC guy that it's like he's a well-known dude, but I'm like totally drawing a blank. He's been around for thousands of years. He's like, I've lived through it all, and like
Dr.
you
Fate?
don't make.
Oh, is it Savage?
Is it Doc
Yeah,
Savage?
it might be Randall Savage.
Randall Savage, yeah.
Randall Savage. Maybe that's who it is.
Yeah, he's been around forever. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And so basically, it's just like this is like the last hope for humanity, but like the very last issue, you're just like, what the fuck? And so like I don't want to spoil that part, but very cool shit. And like they just go into. I mean, it's brutal. It's really, really brutal. But I can't recommend.
You know what? I'll check it out. I'll put that on the reading list.
You're gonna read it. It's about zombies. You could do that with Train to Busan too. I mean,
listen, motherfucker. I said I was gonna watch the fucking
right,
movie. Get off my fucking back, cabrón. All right.
My bad. You got it.
Well, then why won't you watch the one cut of the dead then?
I don't know. Is it on Perplex? If it's on Perplex, I'll watch it.
What is Perplex? We don't have no Perplex. We have Plex. I mean, I have to go.
Plex on Fox 5.
I was gonna be nice and find the life and times of Tim for you, because
Nah, you didn't have to do that. I appreciate that, but I'd rather it be on like a crystal clear streaming service and not choppy stuff.
Well,
so appreciate.
Well,
that.
then good luck trying to find that somewhere. It's not on anywhere.
HBO, I'm sure HBO Max will fucking put it on.
Yeah, they're not. They don't have shit on that content anyway. You should know this. You've had it for 3 days.
I've had it for like a week, I think, but I've enjoyed what I've had. I only pay $5 a month.
Oh, that's not bad. That's why they didn't care about giving to you quickly.
I think that's what happened because I wasn't the only one that had that problem. But it took them 2 weeks to give it to me. Fuck it. Like, I think if it would have a month without it, I would have been like, yo, you guys got to give me something extra because like, how the fuck does it work?
Exactly. If you're paying for it, you should definitely have the ability to utilize. All right. So
what I said that included free. Don't need to pay for it.
No, that's right. You're not paying for it. You don't have to. Well,
that's the goal.
That's a little terminology for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, class. What'd you learn this week?
I learned Kennedy would have done a much better job than I would.
I don't think so. I don't think so. He would have never. He would have never been able to talk about DC Unkillables, deceased Unkillables.
Okay. But I could, yeah. It comes to movies, man. It's like I've seen so few movies, so I've learned that I need to watch a whole lot more like TV and movies.
Yeah.
It's not DC Unkillables.
It's Deceased Unkillables.
Unkillables is the
Okay.
follow-up to Deceased. You should read Deceased first.
All right.
You can find
Yes, I will
Deceased
do that.
on the DC Universe app and in Hoopla, I think, has the trade of it. So if you've got a library card, as always, I say go find it and read it and enjoy it.
I'll have to go through some other means.
All right, Joshua, what'd you learn this week?
I learned that the wrestling business is just like show business.
You just learned that? I mean, they've always been like that.
No. I honestly, like, it took what I read these past couple of days made me go, Jesus Christ, the wrestling business. Like, what I was telling you today, I was like, my friend was trying to defend it, saying, oh, because this new wave of wrestlers came in, they ruined it. I'm like, bro, it's been like this since the beginning. So wrestling was never filled with wholesome people.
No.
And it's just like really bad every time. Every time I go on Twitter, I read a new story.
I mean, if you
in the wrestling business, like, knowing a lot of people, and most of my friends I've met is because it's some kind of tie into like pro wrestling. I mean, even you, Doc, like, you know, knowing you, meeting you from Brian, who I met at wrestling, and then you even have a wrestling background. So it's like, I've met some of the greatest people in my life.
I'm one of those.
From pro wrestling. You're one of those guys, Doc.
I feel like there's a but.
But there are some fucking dog shit people in this world
there
that I
are.
met because of wrestling. That's one of you, Doc.
Oh,
So that's you fit both categories. There's some fucking shitbags, but that's the way it is in the world, you know.
Yeah.
It just because there's that tie, and then some of these guys think that they're a big fish in a small pond. And they think that they can get away with anything, and it's like, even if that means fucking, like, you know, the fucking luring and like using your will and fucking against someone else's, or using your notoriety, if you would, to overcome someone's will, or to do something like and break someone. And like, dude, they're fucking like, everyone, just not just pro wrestlers, actors, everything. Just don't talk to teenage girls like that, man. Or like, it's that simple. Like, fuck, man.
And also,
I don't know.
if a young boy is messaging you and you've just gotten out the shower, you don't have to tell him you gotten out of the shower and that's why you can't live chat. I mean, I feel like that just I don't know. Joshua was telling me the story, and yes, Joshua was telling me that story about, it was a wrestler, right?
No, it was a ring announcer.
Oh, ring announcer.
Okay.
Sorry, ring announcer.
And
That
he was,
apparently some thirsty 15-year-old kid kept messaging him. And one time I messaged him, and the guy was like, I just got out of the shower. I can't live chat. And he was like, oh, really? And why would you even tell anybody that you know is underage, like, oh, you know, I was naked?
See,
I didn't think about that one. I mean, I guess that sounds like a legitimate excuse. Like, I can't do the show right now, Doc. I just got out of the shower.
Yeah.
Now, Joshua, was this Rob Firestein?
No, it wasn't Rob
Firestein.
Or is it Firestein? Feinstein, yeah.
I love
You
the
know
way
what?
Doc butchers names.
It literally bothers people because, like, during the course of these past couple of days, what's going on in wrestling, his name gets brought up. Like, oh, Rob Feinstein is still in the wrestling business.
Is he
But y'all
still in the
motherfuckers-
business?
Because he still does RF videos. He does
Oh,
wrestling
my
videos. So people still get upset, and I'm just like, it's a picture perfect example as this guy still makes money off of wrestling, even though he got caught on To Catch a Predator. It's like,
Yeah,
you
I mean,
knew
that was
what is
straight
it?
up.
I knew one talent relations guy that when OVW was doing one of their training things for new upcoming WWE hopefuls, there was a female in the group, and the talent relations person told them to meet them at their hotel after everything, and they would work on their contract. And the girl didn't go, and
Thank God.
she didn't get a contract. So
And she grew up to be.
Stephanie McMahon.
Oh, was it Macho Man Randy Savage?
I can't even remember who the female was. I do know who the agent is. So
Who cares?
I
Sounds
would
like
I would tell you this.
around that time.
he,
I don't know, towards the
he-
end, John Laurinaitis.
He did hire the wrong one-legged man. I will tell you that. So if you know who hired the
That
one,
was John Laurinaitis.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the person hired.
I've heard the story about the one-legged man. He was supposed to hire or offer a contract to Zach Gowen, and he offered it to some
300-pound 300-pound guy.
Zach Gowen.
Yes,
and
it wasn't.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and he showed up, and they were like, "This."
No,
is
I never heard the
guy.
story about him and OVW.
I didn't say it was him. I'm just
too late. You fucked up. But yeah, his name got thrown around too with the Cornette story, so I'm not surprised.
Laurinaitis did.
Dude, that guy sucked as a wrestler.
Cornette was like, he's just a fucking isn't he just like a cuckold swinger? Like in that. I mean, I say just like, oh, that's nothing. Like,
no, that's
cool.
nothing if you're doing it between consenting adults. But if you're telling a guy who wants to like get a shot, you got to fuck my wife. You know.
Was it? But you really think?
I mean, I was telling Doc, I was like, do you really think John Cena or any of these guys?
No, I don't think they did. No.
But I'm just saying, if they did, would they admit to it? Even though they're rich, they have millions of dollars, they're living a good life. Like, why would you admit to that? 7? I don't know what that means, but okay.
Never mind.
Oh, really?
I didn't say anything
really?
again. I didn't say anything again. Nope. Didn't say anything again.
Doc is dropping all kinds of
I didn't say anybody's name. No. Oh, there's our fireworks. That's our fireworks going off now.
But I was telling Doc, I was like, no one's gonna cop to that because, I think, I was telling Doc, Kenny Bowen was like, yeah, Big Show slept with Cornette's wife before she became Cornette's wife, and I was just like, all right. Why the fuck would he do that?
Well, that was I don't know. That's this episode needs to be called Fox 5 exclusive, with all these.
I know Fox 5.
No, Zoom. No, can it be Zoom Unlimited? Fox 5 exclusive.
Unlimited.
If Fox 5 pays for the sponsorship, yeah, no problems at all. Now again, I did not say any of these names or anything like that. So
you make yourself look more guilty when you say this. Right?
And then he tells a story that everyone knows. He's the one agent that it was a dynamic dude.
We had a number of agents down there. Dean Malenko was an agent at one time, and
dude, don't you dare disparage a good.
No, I'm just saying. Dean Malenko was down there at one time. Al Snow was an agent down there at one time, and
I ran into Al Snow at Salsa Rita's in Middletown.
Well, he lives here. That's no surprise.
Yeah. Well, it was just cool though, and I was actually having lunch with my buddy Charlie and Brian, and so we were dude, we walk in. And Al Snow walks by, and I was like, dude, that was fucking Al Snow. And, he walked towards the bathroom. We go through, we do our order. We sit down. We eat. We're almost done. Al Snow finally gets done. I was like, Al Snow had to drop a massive deuce before he finished off some salsaritas. And then we were like, hey, Al Snow. And we started doing the fucking head gimmick or whatever. He came over and started shooting the shit. That
was nice.
I know Brian must have been talking really his fucking head off, right?
Oh, yeah. Brian just got so excited, man. Oh, Brian marked out. We all did, though. We were all like, yeah, fuck yeah, Al Snow's right here. And then we all started laughing and started clowning about how long he was in the bathroom. I mean, he was probably in there a good 25 minutes.
Oh, my God.
I just wanted to say,
it'll fucking...
I watched fucking Johnny Ace Russell, and God, he sucked.
He wasn't good.
I watched him in a tag match between Buzz Sawyer and Kevin Sullivan. Jesus Christ, he was bad.
And if Buzz Sawyer can't get a good match out of you, you're dog shit. Because Buzz Sawyer is the shit.
Because my buddy's been making me watch old wrestling on the network, and I'm like, oh my God, Johnny Ace is terrible.
Yeah. He had a career in All Japan for a little bit.
I don't know how, as a joke or something.
No, I guess he was kind of I don't know. I didn't watch a lot of his stuff from All Japan then.
C-Class, don't you miss all these stories that I used to have on Back Row Hecklers?
Yeah, I do. We need to hear more of these tidbits.
Well, some of these
not so obvious. You need to be way more discreet about it. If you're I didn't say. All right, technically,
I didn't. No, I didn't. You guys, and I've not said yes or no to these answers either. So no,
I don't know. And
and I'm like 7, and he's like, oh, and I didn't say a name. I didn't say a name.
I just put fingers up and. Somebody counted more than 6.
Don't commit crimes with Doc Martin. That's all I got to tell you, folks.
Yeah, right.
No, don't commit crimes with me and then let me talk to my buddies who would just tell everything about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, those any motherfucker that has done something like that deserves to fuck them, man. Fuck them. That's just
again. this was all hearsay? Allegedly, I will say again.
Yeah, everything allegedly with I can't say that I've ever seen it.
Allegedly.
I've seen
Allegedly.
some,
Again, I never.
some of the shit I've been reading about some people that I knew, especially like when Headlock Gear first started. Dude, I was like,
that was your business.
That was my business, and it was like,
what was going on in your business?
Well, no, well, I had I went to a show up in Ohio, and some people who were like, who have been accused of some of these allegations were like, dude, so fucking like I met them. Some of the maybe because I'm a dude, man, they were just like super cool to me. But it's like it's fucking sad to hear some of these like victim stories because like I've met some of these people, and I'm like, fuck,
Especially
man, I wish I would have
dude.
never talked to some of these people who like even helped make a commercial for Headlight Gear unannounced. I show up to a show, and they're like, "Come on!" And like all these dudes, most of them were fucking so cool. They're just allegations about one in particular that it's like, fuck.
Yeah,
man.
the one
That's-
from Ohio is just
That's fucking disheartening, man. That's really disheartening. I feel so bad for the fucking victim.
I heard stories about him prior to this coming out. I was like, wow.
Did you
Even
really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
we've not stories of that nature, but stories where you're just like, he's a shitty person. And when I met him in California, I was just like, hey, I'm such and such, I'm from the, and he's like, yeah, whatever. And I'm just like, whoa, what a dick. Like,
He was always, dude, like, I don't know. Dave Chris, he was fucking, I mean, he's been one of those accused, and I met him. Dude was fucking him, and I really like Jake too, but like they were people that I first like started, I made designs for him like very early on. They were my second second.
Watch
person.
out, AJ Styles.
Yeah,
nah, AJ's kind of like what, just a kind of
doesn't-
good old Southern boy.
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
Yes. Oh, no, wait. Speaking of that, Mr. Randy Orton coming out and just like ostracizing everybody that doesn't say Black Lives Matter is the same Randy Orton who had no problem throwing butter packets at a young employee at Six Flags because I don't know. I think it was a little white girl, a little blonde white girl. So I guess that's okay. And just did that till she started crying. And the Six Flags was about to pull everything out from our WWE event until he was told he had to apologize to her.
Was he throwing it like at full force, or he just like
just chucking at her like she's worthless? Like, you're an annoyance to me. I'm just throwing these packets.
She probably got his order wrong or something.
No, it was they do a buffet style food, and so she was probably just working on it and stuff.
Catering.
Yeah, catering, but it was Six Flags catering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, when I see he's like, "Oh, Black Lives Matter," I'm just like, "You're a fucking asshole." Okay, so you are an asshole. You're like the people
I
I
do that
see.
a lot on Twitter.
You're like the people I see throwing away the rebel flag. Like, I've changed now. I was like, oh, okay, you've just ignored the facts. What this flag has meant for all these years. You're just like, now I understand. Okay.
Preach, Doc, preach.
I mean, it's always been a thing of hatred. I don't know when it changed.
It's always been, yeah. And it's like, I guess better late than never. Better than like.
I
saying,
mean,
like,
yes, but I mean, what is it?
It almost sounds like they're setting up for a heel turn, though. Like
Exactly. They're baby facing too fast here.
It's
So
like, yeah, but the most like the best baby faces were once the most hated heels. So it's like maybe I don't know. Just fucking
like who? Name one. Name a big heel that was a better baby face.
John Cena.
John Cena is he's the first one to come to mind. But there's no.
Well, they didn't know what to
in
do
general,
with. They didn't know what to do with him.
That like look at Ric Flair when he became a baby face. Like the team with Sting. Like that fucking place was like, what the fuck? Sting and like Flair are like buddies now. Like place went crazy because like they're so into like the dirtiest player in the game for so long.
Right.
And then on top of that, when they just like he did the Horseman jump Sting afterwards, and like when he turned back to heel, it's like fuck. This was like you get those biggest pops from like when the biggest like you get a huge heel and he turns face or so on and so forth. That's when you get pops.
Gotcha.
Ric Flair, John Cena. There you go.
All right. So Joshua, you didn't learn anything this week. Except for the wrestlers.
I learned one.
You're gonna have to get rid of all your pins, and I've got a shirt that young Matthew gave me that Joey Styles that I've never been able to wear because I'm a little bit fat. Is what they What's the
Now you say
term?
Joey Styles or Joey Ryan?
Joey Ryan, not Joey Styles. Why would I have a Joey Styles shirt?
Yeah, that's how. Well, I have a Joey Ryan pin, and I have I think 3 Joey Ryan t-shirts.
What does it say? Oh my God or Jesus Christ? I forgot what was Joey Styles' gimmick.
Oh my God.
Ay, Dios míos.
It says keep it
Doc always
sleazy.
fucking
So
up names.
yeah, I do. I can't remember. I can't put anybody's name.
Feinstein.
Even people that he knows. I remember being on a show on Back Row Hecklers, and he called him, instead of Brian Vincent, he called him Brian Venison.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That's a guy that you've known for so long.
Just sometimes
Deer.
I don't pronounce things correctly.
That is the one thing. Like, Doc knows so much shit about, like, when it comes to pop culture and comes to movies and comes to this, that, like,
It's putting the words together is the challenge.
it's
Here
the
you go.
people's name.
I
That's
know.
the only thing.
No, I can't pronounce words sometimes correctly. So yeah.
Here you go, Doc. You know what I learned this week?
What?
I learned that my friends in New York don't like the games I play in Kentucky. There you go.
They didn't understand it.
Names.
He played
No.
Attack on Tokyo, and they didn't understand it.
King of Tokyo.
King
the
of
fucking
Tokyo.
game is called King of Tokyo.
King of Tokyo. But you're attacking Tokyo, though.
It's called King
Are
of Tokyo. Get it.
Godzilla?
They're Godzilla-looking
Ka-
characters.
Yeah, kaijus, right?
Yes,
Oh,
kaiju.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I learned that if you use Spectrum Mobile and you turn in your phone and they send it to a group called Allegiant, I think it is, that Allegiant will send you an email that says that your phone had cracks when your phone was perfect. It was double wrapped and everything else. And then in the email that says you can click on the pictures to see and no pictures pop up. And then when you call Spectrum, they said they can't pull the pictures because Allegiant has that information and gives you the number to Allegiant. And they said, well, the warehouse handles that and we can't do that. You have to get in touch with Spectrum. And I'm like, how? Like, why is nobody taking? So you're both doing a horrible job. I hopefully get my phone back soon, and I guess get Kennedy to repair the screen that's been cracked and put it in one of those phone things and give me a couple bucks back.
Sounds like you learned a valuable lesson. Just fucking get you.
Never
Just
try. Well, one, take a picture of whatever electronics I'm sending through the mail, and then
Okay.
and then make sure it's double and triple. Yeah.
I thought he sent his phone off because it was cracked.
No,
They
no,
said
it was not cracked. It was perfect. I was sending it in to do a trade-in. I was supposed to get a $260 credit towards my new phone, and then they send me an email that says, "Oh, it's got cracks. That's why we're giving you $0 for it." And then
You got got.
and then the pictures, there were no pictures associated with it, and neither company wants to give me any information on what's going on. So,
I
yeah.
thought they
Welcome
stole
to
your
the-
pictures on an old phone that you sent in to get the screen repaired.
No.
That's the way I
no.
totally missed
No,
it.
they were supposed to send me pictures of the new cracks on this phone,
Right.
and there were no photos.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, so I said, send my fucking phone back, and we'll go from there.
And they didn't have any cracks when you got it back.
I haven't. No, it's supposed to come in probably in a week or so we'll see.
Watch this shit have like a million fucking cracks.
Yeah, I know.
Shattered.
And
They're
then,
like, fuck it, man.
and then the other thing is like, now how do I contact in essence, the post office that, hey, either you guys smash this thing and
Did you buy insurance on?
well,
when you
no,
set it up?
no, because went through their company.
Prepackaged.
Yeah,
Oh.
so I think I'm fucked.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're fucked.
My S8 Plus that was only worth like $60. So yeah. Anywho, all right, class. How can we learn more information about you?
Instagram and Twitter.
Okay.
Chris Class BRH, and yeah, and listen to old school episodes of Back Row Hecklers because we haven't done it in a long time. We will again soon.
We have to, given the current state of fucking wrestling, right?
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, there actually is right now. It's like
Yeah.
We've had
I don't watch it, man.
We had some of the accused on our show, unfortunately.
Have we? Have we?
Joey Ryan, David Starr, I believe.
Oh,
we had-
David Starr. Yeah.
Yeah, we have, and I believe the Chris brothers as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Fuck, we did.
You guys should put those back up for rotation. If you,
Damn, we should.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's perfect time.
I think,
I
yeah.
think you were the producer of the show for the David Starr interview.
Me?
No, him, Doc.
How long ago? That was a long time ago then.
Yeah, that was.
That shit's gone then. Doc's like, they're not recording here? Fuck it. They're out.
No. Class,
60 episodes.
I sent
gone.
you. I sent you all the episodes except for a few that I didn't have anymore. Remember?
I think that's
Yes.
one of them.
I don't remember that.
That was my make
Whoops.
good. Yeah, I contacted you. Said here
I
have-
lost them then.
Oh God, yeah. Put it on me then. No, I found him. I was like, dude, I just want to make good. I was like, I don't have any beef with you all. Here's all the files of the shows that I've got, and I sent you a thing for it. So good job. You
And then
lost.
look, you still got two. You got two of the back row hecklers on your show now.
Well, I took you a long time ago, Joshua. You were easy pickings. You were like, I'll fucking do it. I don't care.
I just like to talk about something other than wrestling, man, because I really don't watch that much wrestling.
Why are you on the show?
I don't really watch because I like talking to my buddies.
That's what I like doing here too.
That's what like I said, I don't really watch a lot of movies and all that shit, but like talking to you two pendejos is always like.
And we always and then we talk about. At least I will talk about something that you should go and watch or read or something like that.
Right.
Joshua just pretty much talks about Marvel Strike Force and how much he spends on it.
Just bust balls. I love it. And that's the thing I like about Back Row Hecklers is that like I get to bullshit with like some of my best friends. Like such a good time.
Joshua,
and then we play games. We need to do some games, some more games on here.
I'm
trying
telling
to come
you right
up with
now, my Joshua Jeopardy is going to be really good because I've been watching old school wrestling matches, man, like 1990s World Championship Wrestling and all that other stuff.
Good.
So I'm gonna have some really good questions for you guys when we ever do it again.
We need to do like like with Back Row Hecklers, one of the most popular games. Joshua hates it. Is Name That Tune. And
I'm the king. I'm like the champ of Name
oh,
That
it's
Tune.
1 True 3 that you don't like,
Yeah,
but we
1,
stole
2,
that
3,
idea.
fucking,
We stole that idea.
what is 1,
I'll
2,
tell-
3?
1 True 3 is where you tell 3 stories and only one's real, and so everyone gets to go around and ask questions about each story.
Are these
And
stories of
so-
you all or wrestling stories?
It's
story.
usually like about it's something you've had to experience.
Is
like,
Joshua just bad at picking people or bad at telling stories?
He just doesn't find it entertaining, and it's like I find it entertaining, and it's probably not like out of all the games we have, it's probably the least. Like on Tell 'Em Steve Dave, it's great because like they really ask. It's very brief. It's like one day.
Isn't this the Fallon thing that they do?
It might be. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's a Fallon thing. But
Yeah,
maybe
I
they
think
stole
it-
it
I
from
think
Tell 'Em
Fallon-
Steve Dave.
I think I've heard that. So I don't know, but like we played a lot of good games. Like but we got to think of something. we got to think of stuff like that. Like Name That Tune was always fun. What are some of the other ones? Oh, I did like a What the Bleep, where like I would take old promos and I would end up bleeping out one word and you got to guess the word. And it always sounds like they're cussing. Like,
Doing the Job was a good one. I like how you did that one.
Doing the Job was fun. Hey.
They're coming now. The cops.
What's Kevin Thorne got to do with anything?
I don't know.
understand it.
Who's Kevin
That
Thorne?
dude, he's a realtor now. He has a TV show about selling houses.
Does he really?
Yeah, on HGTV, I believe he has a TV show about he sells houses. He doesn't look that way though.
Wow, just sells castles and shit.
How do you go from religious to fucking that demonic in one thing?
Joshua, how can they learn more about you?
Well, if you want to hear me talk about fucking wrestling, you can catch me on the Back Row Hecklers podcast whenever we come back. If you want to see me tweet about what I'm watching or the current wrestling pandemic of Me Too's, I'm on Twitter at Green Eyed Bebop. And if you want to see me post pictures of cocaine out clowns, follow me on Instagram on Green Eyed Bebop as well.
All right,
I
and,
do cocaine.
and then on Frackin' Nerds, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or Doc_Martin on Twitter to find out what I am animated gifting to Joshua. That's what I see.
And are these on YouTube, right?
Shit, I think I forgot the last Zoom, but yeah, I put these on YouTube also and on Facebook.
What was the last thing you tweeted that I was fucking with you? You were kind of like expressing your opinion on something, and I was like, "Get up!" I was on Facebook, right?
I don't remember what it was. Yeah, it was probably something.
Yeah, and then there's something on Twitter too that you were like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, fuck you." I was like, I'm just giving you a taste of your medicine, bro.
All right. Well, that will bring the show to a close. Thank you, Joshua. So for Chris Class, all the way over, and see, I can't
Fucking
say
up names.
I know I can't say names.
Fucking
Right.
up names.
So for Chris Class over there in the Indiana side of the world, and the guy all the way over on the East Coast, Joey Carabella, this is Doc Martin saying, have a frackin' good week.